Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the weekly multiplayer podcast, the show that you love to hate. We have a mixture of ponies, bots, neutrals, everything on this goddamn show here.
Peers.
We full. I was trying to, a few people wanted to join, but shit, we got a full goddamn crew here today. They ain't in a room. But anyway, as I was saying, getting right into today's show, we're gonna jump right into this. We've Digital Foundry, white papers. Was kind of insinuating that the Xbox Scorpio project Scorpio isn't going to be as powerful, maybe as Phil Spencer or Microsoft would lead on. Let us believe that it may still be using those horrible, wretched, goddamn Jaguar core CPU. Now, you had some stuff that came out today from the guy, Jez, Windows Central, or whatever the case may be. Came out today and kind of, he said he about 99.9% sure that Microsoft would not be using the Jaguar core CPU. That maybe it may be a custom Puma with some Ryzen variant or whatever the goddamn case may be. Don't know. I don't want to get into the technical perspective stuff. But to add fuel to the fire, you have the developer from
Ori and the Blind Forest.
Here you go. Said that basically the Scorpio was going to fit on the PlayStation 4 Pro in terms of performance. Lack of evidence. But anyway, so Ponies are now saying that the 2 teraflop advantage for the Scorpio was really not that big. And they're basically going to be about the same goddamn console. You know what I mean? So again, I'm going to start off with my man Porter Rock today. You know what I mean? So I seen you did the video. It was riding my man D about the stocks in AMD. Porter Rock, talk to me.
No, y'all can hear me?
We can hear you.
Listen, man. Since June, y'all motherfuckers had me like Jesus Christ going through the passion, bro. I've been whipped. I've been crucified. Y'all motherfuckers put a crown of thorns over my head. Y'all beat the fuck out of me with this Vega. Yo, I started having dreams of fucking Risen and shit. I've been seeing that shit. I felt like my mind's playing tricks on me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm all alone in a 4-corner room looking at this. Oh, I'm like, yo, I'll be honest. I was scared of 2017. I was like, yo, this year had me scared. And then D coming in with his stocks and bonds, I was like, yo, this shit is serious. We're gonna have the most powerful console come out for $5, and this shit's gonna be better than a Pro that's $400. I had me twitching. I couldn't play games.
So you were suffering from PTSD?
Y'all had me fucked up. Sometimes, when you would text me, be like, "You ready for a podcast?" I'll be making excuses. I'm like, I'm at work. When I'm reality, I'm in the shower crying. Like if and then Eurogamer comes out, and I'm like, oh hell no, y'all gonna get fucking work. I told you weren't gonna get this super. I'm gonna say this. It's still more powerful than the Pro. That's not the question. It is still more powerful than the Pro. But what you got in Scorpio was something that does a little more than the PS4 Pro.
You know what? You know what for saying that shit? Hey, you know what's coming. Fuck you.
Hey, you better attack that.
That's the motto. Yo, that's the motto. Scorpio does a little bit more than the PS4 Pro. That's the motto.
The nerve of this motherfucker.
I know. So
but I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. That white paper is actually makes sense because there's no way Microsoft's gonna release a $500 or more console. It needs to be $299. You know what I'm saying? I understand you guys wanted the Super B, super textures, and all this shit, but if the console you guys wanted was not gonna be $399, but $499, maybe even $599, and that shit would fail. If it would fail,
I gotta say something. Porter Rock, I gotta say, even if the Xbox Scorpio is not using a Ryzen CPU, it's still using Vega for starters, number one. Number two, it's 6 TFLOPS opposed to the 4.2 that the PlayStation 4 Pro has. That's a 43% increase in power. So I'm sorry, bro. It's a lot more than just a little bit more.
Oh God. Don't.
Definitely, any way you stack it, it's a 43%. And a developer, I've been on NeoGAF, going through all of this. A developer on NeoGAF said that this document probably is very old, anyways, because it's from July, and he said that the documents that he has now are there's been changes that he can't obviously discuss it, but he says there's been changes that have been made to it, and he said there's probably going to be even more changes towards launch. This could just simply be a guideline that Microsoft is providing the developers, like an alternative way of getting 4K 60 frames per second if they don't want to brute force it and they want to use it for like extra textures and better graphic fidelity.
Okay, hold on, let me say this. Okay, I don't know if y'all seen that today, but Phil Spencer never, or Microsoft usually don't ever do this. After some crazy report has been out, they just let it linger, and then people always ask the question of, are they going to say something? Are they going to respond? Killer Phil himself came out and debunked that shit right to the motherfucking moon. He says, nope, that's not real. Now, see, this is what the problem was, okay? Digital Foundry, some slimy motherfuckers, man. They're dirty. You know what I'm saying? They gritty. They just savage. They came out, they knew that this was going to cause a lot of controversy. But then, I didn't see them doing any videos of showing the comparisons of what Horizon Zero Dawn looked like from when they were showing it at the trailers and what that shit is looking like right now, and it looks like a serious downgrade. But okay, we'll maybe talk about that later. The thing of it is that this was something that they were looking into with the whole checkerboard thing. And then thanks to Sony being so damn scared and paranoid of the Scorpio, they did their work for them because they seen that the public did not like that shit. They want true native 4K. If you're going to say you're going to do 4K, that's what they want. And so Xbox scrapped that white piece of paper and said, we're going to go ahead and go with this Vega, this regen, 6 teraflops, pterodactyls. We're going to come with all this motherfucker. Now, I will say this. I think, and I'm even gonna make this as a prediction, that they'll have they'll have two price points. They'll have a 2 terabyte for $399 system, and then they'll have a $499 five. Why are you talking? What? Cut your mic off. What are you doing?
Wait, all day
his ass. Yeah, man, baby Huey, man, come on. Damn, Teddy Ruxpin. Cut that shit off.
My bad, Smasher.
Shit. Hell. But anyway, I think that they might have a downgraded version, and then they'll have a more ultimate version, where they've been hinting at giving people what they want. So I see that that's going to be the angle that they're going to go with.
Well, just to add on to what K-Mega said there, Phil Spencer did come out, and I'm so like I did a video on this today, and my video that I did the other day, I was saying that Microsoft needs to get ahead of this and say something. And somebody point blank asked him on Twitter, said, "Will Scorpio still be able to do native 4K on games?" And then he responded simply yes. And then another user said, "No more native 4K is running around. Maybe some explanations, please, and thank you." And then Phil answered the guy saying, "Honestly, my focus is just on getting games ready to show and play, and that will be the explanation, and I'm confident in the results." So they're doubling down on the native 4K, and he's basically saying here, he goes, "I'm just concentrating on getting this out, and when you guys see it, there'll be no questions asked." So, all these Sony loyalists and Sony fanboys saying, "Oh, this is it, Scorpio is no good." You got Phil coming out and saying it will do 4K native games out the gate.
What Phil you talking about? You talking about Phil the X-Man Spencer? Or what Phil are you talking about here?
I'm talking Phil Spencer, EP3, Phil Spencer.
Let me ask
you. Talk about that Killer Phil, the Killer Phil, aka X-Man Chopper.
Now listen, you talking about Phil the Killer franchises, or you talking about Killer the competition? Now Phil got a lot of monikers out there, man. What Phil are we talking about here?
This guy has quick personality.
In all honesty, though, he really came ahead of this, and I like that. And I see a trend. The other day on NeoGAF, I don't know if you guys were aware of this, that on the Scorpio release page that Microsoft has, they took any mention of VR off of it. And some guys in NeoGAF are saying, "Oh, look, Xbox is no longer going to have VR. And another Microsoft representative said, no, it's going to have VR. We have 6 teraflops. We're going to have true VR, and we'll be the only console that does true VR.
Yeah, high fidelity VR. Well, let me say
question. Hold on, let me ask a question for you two. The same Phil, because I haven't read his thing. So when Phil asked this question, did he say all his first-party games will be enabled 4K, or is he just simply saying Scorpio can do 4K? Because those are
Phil already came out and said that the first-party games will do 4K 60 frames per second. He already said their first-party games. Now, yeah, he already said that. Now he's coming out again. Someone asked him.
When did he say that?
No, he said that first-party games will support.
He never said that.
He said first-party games will support 4K 60 frames per second. He didn't say all. And realistically, I agree with them because the developer might choose to use the checkerboard rendering method because you know what, it might give them a much higher graphic fidelity overall, opposed to just going up in resolution. So you know they have options here, and I really don't understand why all the PlayStation guys are all laughing about this because the PS4 Pro is 43% less powerful. What are those guys? What are you guys really saying? Your system is 43% less powerful than the Xbox Scorpio. So if the Scorpio is dog shit, what the fuck is the PS4 Pro?
They're not laughing at the console. They're laughing at you guys because you guys had something that you're not getting. Listen to your people.
We're getting 4K. We're getting 4K gaming.
Hold on, let Porter Rock finish. Let him finish.
Listen, all you gotta do is listen to your Beastfire podcast this past Monday or whenever you did it, and listen to all the other ones you've done since June. Two completely different tones. Now all of a sudden that podcast, you're coming out, well, technically PC's not really in 4K, and then there's also techniques. Now all the truth comes out. The shit y'all talked about this past week, you never mentioned. Period. Now all of a sudden, well, you know, there's these techniques that does this.
Calm down, motherfucker. Calm down.
Rendering that we do.
Regardless, the PS4 is 43% less powerful. What are you saying about that?
Hey, a year later, if you come out with a new console a year later, it better be more powerful. It's a year later. No shit. Thank you, Captain.
That damn Pro ain't even really. Man, what is the Pro doing? What is the Pro doing in sales? What is the Pro doing in sales? Hell, that shit is not even selling in Japan. It's not selling anywhere.
Hey, it doesn't matter. What? If people want the Pro, they can get it. If people want PlayStation 4, they can get that. It's a choice. Doesn't matter. Either way, it's PlayStation. Okay. Either way, if you don't want the Pro because you don't want to get a 4K TV, what do you think? You think Scorpio's gonna make the Xbox One S irrelevant? Xbox One S is gonna be the #1 selling console in November. It's gonna be sold for like $179. You think the Scorpio's gonna be the #1?
What? You're telling me you're trying to tell me that the PS4 Pro is gonna go down to $179 next year? Is that what you're trying to say?
I said Xbox One S. All right.
You know what? I gotta say this.
Y'all guys act like the Scorpio's gonna be.
Hold on. Let me address something right there. Let me. No. Porter Rock. Shh, this ain't even towards you. I'm getting told that I'm talking dumb again by somebody who can't spell. Come on. Go back.
What else is you talking about?
I'm talking about Titanfall Princess. Love you, sister, but you can't be coming at me talking about I'm talking dumb again when you can't spell your words accurately.
Bruh.
Let's get back to it. Go ahead, Porter Rock.
The point I'm trying to say is y'all trying to make it act like Scorpio's gonna be the #1 console in November. It's not. Never in console gaming has, even with more power, has a more expensive console been the #1 seller or took over the console market. Never.
Yeah, but I bet. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So that's fine. That's fine. So that's fine. So the Xbox One S will sell more than the Xbox Scorpio. That's a possibility because of the price point. But you know what's not going to sell more than it? The PS4 Pro. I can guarantee you, later on this year when that system is out, people won't be flocking to get that PS4 Pro over an Xbox Scorpio. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee that it's going to sell more than the PS4 Pro.
I don't know about that because they don't break down.
It will.
Figures.
It definitely will. It definitely will.
I'll say this though: if I had to put my money in November, I would put my money on PlayStation winning November. Easy.
Absolutely not.
Sorry.
No.
Oh yeah,
no.
Y'all been saying that shit the last 2 years, and guess who comes out? Y'all been taking them L's 2 years in a row. Don't worry, third time's a charm, right? Third time's a charm.
I'm just saying. Look, this is ridiculous. You know the thing that it was a Trojan horse that won November. It had nothing to do with the Pro. Nothing to do with it. You guys bragged and touted and brought up everything about the damn Pro and how it had all this magnificence, and nobody bought that shit except for the fools that bought it day one, and then they seem to get the price reduced at Black Friday, which has never been done with any console that came out in November in its history. And then I got the famous name K-Mega Cornflake because some dude didn't know his fucking history. I love it. Thank you.
What are you talking about? The month that the Xbox One S launched, it dropped in price. The very same month in August.
The month in August that it dropped in price.
Yes, the very time it came out.
I said in November. We're doing Black Friday. Oh, come on, man. Come on, bro. Any console that's been presented as a new console in November has never had a price reduction. Never. Look it up. Google it.
So who cares about November?
That shows you that the PlayStation Pro was not up to standards. It just wasn't. And you know what? They should have waited on bringing the PlayStation VR and the PlayStation Pro so people could actually have a game to play on it instead of that game that nobody didn't buy, which was The Last Guardian. Nobody didn't buy that shit either. What's going on, Puerto Rock?
Nobody bought Dead Rising either.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing Dead Rising on MPD.
Hey, Dead Rising sold more than The Last Guardian.
No, I didn't see it on MPD, and that's Xbox #1 market.
Okay.
No.
Dead Rising sold more than The Last Guardian. That's a fact.
How do you know?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Come on now. Come on.
You know how much did Dead Rising sell?
Come on. Make a bet. Let's make a bet. Let's make a bet.
How much did Dead
Let's
Rising
make a
sell?
bet. Let's make a bet. Talk with your money instead of talking out your ass. Talk with your money. Make a bet. Make a bet. Exactly.
Put your money in your mouth.
You saying? How will we find out even if we did?
If I had to go out on a limb here, I would say that Dead Rising sold more just because the simple fact that if you bought it on the PC, you got it free for Xbox.
PC niggas don't buy games, you know that.
Or you got it for Xbox One. Either way, it's which way you bought it. I would think it sold a little bit more than The Last Guardian. The Last Guardian, like most of those Japanese niche type of games, sold okay out the door the first week or so, and then that's it. The people that wanted it got the game. That's not going to appeal to the casual, and it didn't really get the best reviews, and it was kind of biased reviews from the fanboys. But those that actually played it didn't really like the controls. They didn't really like the gameplay. So, from a gamer's point of view, that game was kind of trashy.
Same with Gravity Rush 2. They were throwing out the Metacritic score from like 77 people. So I guess 77 people speak for the rest of the gamers throughout the world. Well, when you hear reviews, they talk about how that game's camera was jacked up, how the story was terrible, and they're like, there's no need to buy it for the price that for that price. PlayStation be
that should be like a $40 game. The animations when that girl's like flying around, zipping around is so like whack. It's like like those old school games where they had the ragdoll physics. Like when they fall down and like I don't know, it just looks really weird. I actually played it in the summertime before it released, and I was just like, man, it was just like whatever.
So when most of the game was talking about Recore's trash and Quantum Break's trash, why got Damage Control that?
But you know what? I didn't buy. You know what? To be fair, I didn't buy Recore. Recore did not excite me, and if you've been paying attention, the canceled Scalebound didn't excite me either. So I'm not going to be like blind and just get anything that's Xbox. I don't. But I will say that Forza was amazing.
Yeah, Forza's the best racer that's came out this generation. It's probably one of the best racers ever made. It's definitely in the top 5 of all racers made.
Listen here, Puerto Rock. You a piece of shit. Just learn your fucking plates, cuz.
Listen, bro. Yo, Zaire, listen to me, bro.
Nah, fuck you.
I'm probably the only friend on YouTube. You got these false prophets. You know what I'm saying? You got these false prophets. You need to come to the land of milk and honey, bro.
I'm saying, that shit is sour.
Hey, we like water over here. We don't want that fucking desert ass shit.
You don't like Halo. You don't like Forza. You know damn well you ain't trying to be a black pirate.
Fire his ass up.
Oh man,
these motherfuckers got you convinced that Sea of Thieves gonna be the hit game of the year, bro. Stop it, man.
Sea of Thieves will be a hit.
Sea of Thieves is gonna be a hit, actually.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug, bro. And these motherfuckers are serving in Appalachian Mountains worth.
Hey, we on that cocaine mountain.
Bro, I'm your only friend on these streets, bro.
On Forza, I said it right.
Let me ask you guys a question. Well, looking at this holiday season, at the landscape, I like I was saying earlier, either yesterday's video or yesterday before your video, someone was saying, well, the Scorpio's not going to have any games that come out. You know, I was saying it's going to have the same. You know, it's going to take advantage of the multiplats. I have the best version of Duty, Destiny, Star Wars, whatever comes out this holiday season, right? Let's be honest here. That's been one of the main selling reason points for the PS4 had the version of the multiplats. You know, that's but anything. So now it's going to be the Scorpio. But see, now, like I said, where they're changing the agenda or moving the goalposts. Now it's about the exclusive. Like I said, Sony does have some exclusives that are coming out that I am interested in. But this holiday season, you know what I mean? You guys have the DLC for Uncharted, which probably is going to be huge. But what else do you guys have? You know what I mean? That can contend with Sea.
You got a Horizon Zero Dawn.
What do you got?
That's not a holiday title. That's coming out in like a month. Come on.
Yeah.
Come out in February.
Yeah, Horizon comes out next month. So what are you guys going to have?
Origami Warriors 2000.
No, we have to wait. Well, we have to wait till June and shit like that to see what they're gonna release. Right now, Sony released the schedule all the way up to the first half, and they may not release anything because again, Sony doesn't like to contend with third party. Let's put it this way: if we haven't seen over the last 2 years, releasing exclusives over the holiday has not helped Xbox. Y'all lost 2 back-to-back MPDs last year in 2015, November, December. So clearly, releasing exclusives in the holiday isn't helping because the holidays are convoluted with shit.
No. That's all your perspective. It actually is helping Mike. It's helping Microsoft's bottom line because their exclusives are making money for them, and that's money that goes straight into their pocket. The multiplats, yes, of course they get money off the multiplats. Hold on a second. They do make money off of the multiplats, but when it's their own game, obviously they make a lot more money off of that game. Straight off the bat.
So D, you telling me if Gears of War was sold in May, they're not going to make the same amount of money, if not more?
What's your point? It's an exclusive. They make more money than they would make off of a third-party game because it's their game.
But you're trying to make it exclusive versus multiplat. Sony's not trying to do that.
No, I'm trying to say the bottom line, the money that they're making. Okay, listen. Okay, let me break it down for you. If a multiplat is not their title, let's say they make $15 off of each multiplat sale. Now, off of their original, their own game, they make 100% profit.
Yes, I'm not doubting that.
Okay, the multiplats on the PS4 being superior, some of them to the Xbox One, helps them sell systems. Yes, but you should know that the money doesn't come from the sales from the system. The money that they really make is from the software sales. Okay.
I agree. What I'm saying is,
hold on a second. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me make my point. When it comes to exclusives, Microsoft has more high-quality exclusives than the PS4, and they sell better. However, the PS4 has the better multiplats, and because they have a higher install base, they have more multiplat sales on their console. So what real exclusive last year, did Sony really make money off of apart from Uncharted?
Okay, what do you mean apart from Uncharted? That's the answer.
What else did they make apart from Uncharted on exclusives? MLB? What money did Sony make?
MLB?
Okay.
MLB doesn't sell that well. First of all,
sell that well? Oh, really? Do you really want to go there? MLB is one of the few.
Give me the number.
Listen, exclusives exclusives rarely make it on MPD.
Get me the numbers. Stop talking hot air. Get me the numbers.
Yeah, Paul Rock be telling me those numbers. Where are the numbers?
Get the numbers.
And even rarely do they make back-to-back MPDs. MLB is one of the few games that make back-to-back.
What are the? I don't care. What are the numbers?
Let me show you. That shit sells over.
Out of here. This is what's happening next gen. When you have a PlayStation dude talk all goddamn, it makes the show dry as fuck. Let's move on to something better, because that's all they talk about is goddamn numbers. And then this bastard can't even give me.
I want to get my calculator. Hold on.
Yeah, no, please let me find my calculator, please. I need to. I'm going to look for it. Hold on. While we sit here writing.
Why you bring it up then?
But I wanted to make a point. I remember when I first got on multiplayer, it was you, Porter Rock, or now Barney Rubble 77, and MVP with his motherfucking ashy ass feet and goat. And y'all motherfuckers was swearing that the sales of the consoles was a hell of a lot more profitable than the software. Now you're changing your tune. You're not getting away with that because you guys was coming in.
Not getting away with that.
Yes, you was. Next gen, please tell me you remember that. Please tell me.
No, that was not my argument. No, sorry.
That was you and the VP's argument.
Take your pills. Go back to the medical center.
Oh, no.
You ain't gonna come post some shit.
Boy,
I know what
I to get to that.
No. Stop. Sorry.
Come on now.
No, don't even try that. No, I never made that argument.
Yes,
never.
you did. Yes, you did.
I did not say hardware.
And MVP made it. Y'all jumped on me because we was talking about sales numbers, and I said, look, it's all about this. It's all about what is the profits of software sales, because it was about something we said about digital sales.
I'm gonna tell you. I know.
And you guys went all crazy about that.
No, that's not it. All right, your dementia's kicking in, bro.
No, because I remember hearing, because all I heard.
When you first stepped on, you were talking about putting exclusives on PC. All right, my argument was Sony wants to keep their exclusives to sell more hardware because the software that sells on their console is where they make money. They don't want to put Uncharted 4 on PC. Because if gamers decide to be like, hey, you know what? Kind of like, and this is what the shit you pissed me the fuck off because you were arguing with me, and then your punk ass goes buy a PC to play Street.
You know what I feel about motherfuckers that get pissed off?
On PS4. So you were my perfect example of what I was talking about. You are my example. You're my example. The fact is,
nobody care about you getting pissed off. You get triggered most of the time because your ass was getting cut under those eyes.
You know what I'm saying?
People, what are you talking about? This is Trump talking. What are you talking about? You people.
We're about to go that wall.
Yeah, I know. Listen to this shit. This motherfucker got
on. Yeah, what do you mean, you people?
He's scared about the Scorpio. He's scared of Trump. Get your ass out of here.
No, but the fact is, Sony wants to sell hardware so that way people buy all the software on that console. If people find reasons not to buy a PS4, let's say like, hey, Uncharted 4's on PC, so I'm gonna get me a PC. Oh shit, Bloodborne's on PC. Well, fuck Sony console. I'm gonna get a PC. Then Sony doesn't get to sell those consumers the Call of Duties, the Battlefield. They don't get to sell any of those games. That's where they make their money.
I got to say this though, regardless of what sides of the fence we're on this issue, Sony come this year will no longer have the best multiplats, and the Sony lead that they've gained over Xbox One was solely based on them having superior multi-plat games. Oh, we have 1080p, they have 720p, 900p. 1080p makes you a better gamer. You can see the guy in the distance further. You can see him more accurately, and you can get that shot in. Makes you a better gamer. Now, the same people that were drawn to that narrative on the Sony PlayStation are going to be drawn to that narrative on the Xbox Scorpio platform. Because without a shadow of a doubt, whether we get the rise.
Porter Rock tried to shut his mic off.
More powerful than the PS4 Pro.
Look at this. 800,000 copies of MLB. Can you please explain this, Porter Rock?
Yeah, 100,000 copies of MLB. What the hell you want?
800,000 of MLB, the show. Can you please explain this?
Where you seen that at?
The number's not that bad. It's almost a mil.
I mean, that's almost a mil, but I'm saying, I mean,
where you got that number from?
You know what? If you add in digital, I would say maybe a mil, maybe a mil.2.
I don't think that game is going to sell a lot digital because it's one of those yearly games. You know what I'm saying? You got to every year people will upgrade. Now some people will, but most of the time it's just like me. I buy Madden or NBA
like every other year.
Every year, and you know what I'm saying? I'm going to buy hard copy because I know that at the time I'm going to have to trade it in, for the next copy. So I don't know. I mean, you know, digital sales can be a factor, but I don't think that much with a sports game. So,
damn. What's up, Porter Rock? Any comeback from that?
What's up? No, hey, let me pull up because this game
Nope.
Yeah, that motherfucker on the rotary phone.
This nigga said nope.
Where you got that number from?
Where you get your number from? You should know right away that that's a fake number, right? Right? You shouldn't even be questioning it, right? Because you have the numbers, right?
No, I know it made it back-to-back
Just
MPDs.
saying.
How many Xbox games make it back-to-back MPDs?
Oh my God. Where are the numbers, bro?
where's the numbers?
Okay. Hey, back-to-back MPDs, to me.
I'm pretty sure Forza did back-to-back NDPs.
No,
One of them.
which one?
I'm pretty
Forza
sure of
who?
it.
Forza who?
Forza Horizon 2 or Forza Horizon 6, one of them did.
Nope. No back-to-back MPDs for either one. And hell, Forza Horizon 6 didn't even make MPD when it launched at all.
You know what? Who really cares? Because I can honestly say that, and you I know you sometimes can temper your Sony loyalist views. You have to admit that Microsoft exclusives have way more legs than the PlayStation exclusives.
How it has way more legs? Fucking Quantum Break was a dud. Sunset Overdrive, hell, fucking Sony won't even make a PC version because how bad that game fell. Record's a dud. Rise, hell, we got a Knack 2 sequel before we got.
Forza has legs. Forza continues to sell. Gears of War continues to sell. The Master Chief Halo collection sold. And you know, Uncharted. After you played the single player game and maybe had a little bit of fun with the multiplayer for like a day or two, you were done with that game.
Done.
Microsoft games have a lot more leg because they have really good, well thought out multiplayer.
The king of exclusive
levels
Halo 5.
that you can continue playing that game well after you finish the campaign. Sony games do not provide that. They just don't.
It's a single player experience, bro.
Most of their games are single players. Like, okay, you might play it once. Maybe you want to get the full trophy collection. Maybe you'll play it twice. But you know, Gears of War, you're gonna play that for like years to come because of the multiplayer. Halo, a lot of people are still playing Halo because of the multiplayer. Come on, man.
Right now, bro, it comes with vouchers for Redbox.
You can't say anything to me because I have a PS4. I got a PS4 Pro. You know what I'm saying? I got games for it. I got a lot of games for my PS4 Pro. And you know what? Half of those games, once I'm done with them, I'm done. I won't lie. A couple of the games I went back and played again when they initialized HDR for some of these games to see what it looked like. But for the most part, Sony games are single player experience that don't have a lot of legs to them. And that's
why they get away with that shitty ass online because everybody stays to themselves in their corners.
On PlayStation, when you buy your console, they give you voucher to Redbox.
Oh shit!
Shit, that. I mean, look. Come on, man. Let's just be real. Look, the PlayStation is the best single-player experience because most of their games are single-player. And the fact of like Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, you would think an open world game like that should have multiplayer, you know, for people to jump down and jump on and take down this big robot beast. But, you know, they just said they just want to keep it single-player. And then once that game is done, people beat it. What's the point of having it? Because another thing that PlayStation don't do, they don't do a lot of DLC. That's why PlayStation fans are excited about what's going on with the Uncharted. Because, you know, just go back and look. They don't have too many DLCs on their games. I think it's maybe 4, 5 games at the most that they've given some true DLC. It's, you know, it's not made for social social gaming. That's what the PlayStation is not made for.
I gotta definitely agree with that, especially when I get online. It's so annoying, especially coming from the Xbox, where everybody has a microphone. Like, I want to do some brutal trash talking, and like it's like crickets. Nobody. I'm saying, like, I'm talking about their mom, talking about their girl. I hear nothing. Not even they can't even pick up a chat pad and like text something in.
It's a Silent Hill box. It's a Silent Hill box.
It's really like, honestly, tell you guys out there that are only on the PlayStation side, you have no idea what you're missing because every Xbox One comes with a headset. So naturally, everyone, not naturally, but right off the bat, everyone has the ability to communicate online. Where PlayStation 4, it has that little piece of shit. I don't even know what it is. It's like something from the 80s, little earbud that's so cheap that you can get from the dollar store. And you know what? And they're not even using it on top of that. So, like, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
anti-social motherfuckers, man.
But D, you got to understand something. Like, a lot of these people that had PlayStation had it since the beginning.
Oh, you know? Shit, the most hated is in this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, because I'm racist in a motherfucker.
And well,
I ain't gonna lie, I hate fucking ponies. I hate all shades and colors.
God, you can fire that ass up.
All right, so anyway, let me just bring some. You gotta understand, PlayStation gamers have been there for a long time. You gotta understand, they have not had to change their console. A lot of these guys for 20 years. So being a PlayStation has always been a single player console. Microsoft brought in something with multiplayer, changing how we play games, but PlayStation gamers haven't had to really change. And that's the reason why you see the drastic differences between people that are hardcore PlayStation gamers and hardcore Xbox gamers. It's just,
I don't know, as just as a gamer, like excuse me, I started off with Nintendo. Nintendo was fucking awesome when I was a kid. That Super Fire Pro Wrestling. Oh my gosh, that guy that had the star in his face. Oh my god,
Starman.
And he'd give you that brain buster. Oh, that was the shit.
My dude was Amazon.
Oh yeah, RC Pro Am. Like I grew up on Nintendo, and then I graduated to Genesis, and then I had the original PlayStation. And let me tell you, the original PlayStation was fire. The games were awesome. It was just the community was awesome. It was just. It was a good time, and they really cared about the consumer. They weren't trying to gouge you. They weren't trying to cheat you. You know what I'm saying? I got a PlayStation 2. I got a PlayStation 3. Obviously, I got a PlayStation 4. And honest to tell you, pretty much when the PlayStation 3 hit, they changed all their policies. It was just not the same experience. And like the Xbox 360 was fire, man. Like all the features that you had over the PS3 and just the online community. The online community was seamless. It was just such a good experience. And I don't know. I could not go back to a PlayStation only world because their online is just trash. And okay, let's say it's not the most reliable system, fine. But the gamers themselves, they don't even fucking talk on the mic. Fucking bullshit,
man. Being able to wake up in the morning and decide, hey, I wonder if PSN is down. That shouldn't happen.
Right. And PSN was down today,
and we're paying for it.
Reason. You know what I mean? I was hearing that I seen on NeoGaf that they were saying that you couldn't go into the online store, or like if you was trying to play a certain game, it wouldn't allow you to play it and shit. I'm like, good God, like it's always something. But that's the reason why us Xbox guys get pissed off about the media not addressing that's serious. People are spending money on an online service, and it should be better. That we're all gamers. Come on, guys. All the bullshit aside, you definitely should. We're with you on that. Even when the PC guys jump on us console guys for paying for online, I'm totally with them for that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's something that we need to all discuss about. But you guys all got y'all's head up y'all's ass playing that damn Japanese girls with big tits and shit, losing your goddamn mind.
I don't know how the media gave Sony a pass when they raised the price of PSN. Like they raised the price by like a good amount, and they're not offering anything more. The system is still unreliable. What is the justification of them raising the price? They said that they were charging the consumer in the first place so that they can make their system better. They can make their infrastructure better. What improvements have they made? None. And then on top of it, they have the nerve to raise the price, and the media just sits there and says nothing. Nothing.
You know what? I got a quick question. Now, I remember at the start of the generation, they said Xbox was expected to win, right? Now, that's what a lot of devs said, right? But my question is, who didn't say that is the media? So when the Xbox and PlayStation came out, the media had already picked their sides before both consoles had launched.
Absolutely.
You know what? I gotta say this. No, I think the media was on Xbox side when it was about to launch, and I think the disastrous launch, the way they handled it, and all those comments were like, oh, if you don't like online, then we got a console for you, and all this brash talk, it turned a lot of gamers off, and it really pissed them off. We're like, fuck you. A lot of the guys that went to the PS4, they were hardcore Xbox guys, and they felt really disrespected by some of the words that were said, and also the power. Like at the time, it was kind of a big deal because a lot of optimization wasn't made in the system yet. So some of the games were like at 720p opposed to like 1080p on the PS4, and they kind of dug themselves their own hole. And thankfully, Phil has taken them out though.
Well, that was Kinect that did most of that digging for them.
Yes. Another thing, they Kinect I think Kinect was a big mistake on two levels. One, shoving it down people's throat. It should have been an option so that they could have sold the console cheaper, and it would have been on par with the PS4. And then I don't know if the PS4 would still have this huge lead. And also, two, instead of investing all that R&D money into the Kinect, they could have invested into the system, making it more capable, just having better specs, because that money could have been well spent other places. If that's my
because
opinion.
you're looking at a lot of changes ever since Phil Spencer came in. Because like from day one, you just see like Kinect slowly being pushed out the door. Like at this point, we don't even have Snap. So it's like, you know, they basically, I mean, Kinect is really just a fucking glorified hands-free microphone at this point. And
I want to point this out though. A lot of people are saying what you're saying there, that they got rid of Snap. They did get rid of Snap, but they are gonna have picture-in-picture.
I mean, yeah, Snap as we know it, I should say. Snap as we know it is gone.
But
yeah, they have this.
I have a question for you guys, or whoever. Can they really get rid of Kinect? Because again, you see that unless they offer the option for webcams, live streaming and stuff, you know, upload to which they need to fucking support more.
Absolutely.
You know, now they have their own. I have yet to use Beam. Could you use your camera on Beam?
I don't think they're gonna get rid of it completely. To be honest, next gen, what they need to do with Kinect is for their first party games, especially when you got games like Sea of Thieves coming out. Any game that you're gonna fucking Mass Effect, any game where you got to create your own character, they need to do fucking where you could scan yourself into the game. I don't feel like sitting there for an hour and a half fucking trying to make my character look like me. That's some bullshit. When the fucking Kinect do that shit in 15 seconds, I did that shit with the motherfucking Kinect Sports, and that shit works seamlessly.
Yeah, it was
and Rare did a good job with that, and this is a Rare game, so I can see.
And then
that.
fucking NBA 2K destroyed. I don't know how many times I tried to scan myself.
That shit is a failure.
My NBA, I come out like an alien, like a Ferengian.
Live did it perfect. I don't know what EA did right with NBA Live.
NBA Live did it through an app on the phone though.
So the NBA 2K and the shit is still bumped. I mean, like, I don't know.
They did that the year after.
That's probably the reason.
Yeah,
the Kinect Rivals. The Kinect Rivals was the best uses I've ever seen of the Kinect when they did a facial scan.
Yeah, exactly. It was like 15 seconds, right? It was quick as hell. And it looks just like
they use those little virtual balls and it like creates your whole facial shape, your eyes.
It would be a huge mistake for them not to use it for Sea of Thieves. It would be a huge mistake.
Well, and another thing that it would be a huge mistake. Well, I would think to get people to want to buy a Kinect is since they're integrating Beam, instead of people buying one of those webcams or whatever, buy a Kinect, and then you can do your little picture-in-picture while you are streaming your game.
Also, but here's the thing, though.
Well,
and this is my issue with Microsoft. This has always been my issue with this generation. It's like Microsoft panics and say, "Oh, the public doesn't want it," and I have a spreadsheet saying, "Don't throw the baby out with the water." With the Kinect, again, I would say I'm not for motion control gaming. That phase has come and gone. But the same thing with Microsoft with the cloud. If you want the public, whoever, to embrace it, they have to quarterback it. With the Kinect, I remember they showed the Kinect back at E3. I think it was 2010, and like you guys were saying, if this is now that Kinect we got then it wasn't powerful, but the Kinect we have now can do everything they showed back in E3 2010. It can actually put you in the game, take your skateboard, your basketball, put us inside the game. And to me, like even with Microsoft exclusives, they should have been using some ads, not just folly, voice control. I'm just talking about actually putting us inside the game or objects inside your home, or you understand what I'm saying? And to me, like I said, they dropped the ball with that. Even with far as live streaming and twitching, that's something that Microsoft should be advertising on the box of the Kinect. Hey, if you want to live stream on Twitch, put yourself inside. And they don't do to me, like I said.
Hey, you want to make amateur porn? Here you go.
Yeah.
I
agree with you. They need.
They don't even let you use the green screen when you're fucking live streaming, which is stupid. You can use it in the fucking upload studio. Why can't you use it? Yeah. Why? So you should be able to use it when you're live streaming.
Yeah.
Look, they had the green screen inside the upload studio. If I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Or maybe they'll let us use it for Beam because that was Twitch. So maybe with Beam they'll let us use it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna let you use the Kinect. Go ahead, Shadows.
I want to go back to what D and Livewire was talking about, how this generation how it began, and I agree. People had a bad taste in their mouth, and Microsoft for 3 years been playing damage control. they've been basically trying to fix all the flaws that old boy said at E3. But at the same time, a lot of biased gamers were gonna hate Xbox no matter what they did.
Yeah, true.
And I think that online all the time thing was like the biggest turnoff. The problem I didn't like about that feature was the fact that Sony was going to do the same thing and change their mind at the last minute. And the fact that they still to this day have specific games that you have to be online all the time, and those are the most successful games on PlayStation.
Destiny, all kinds.
I mean, from Destiny and everything else, you have to be connected online to play that. And the fact that people don't even say anything about that.
And you still have games
that was
now, like For Honor, still doing that.
Yeah.
That was a big setback to cloud computing for Microsoft, because that's how they were going to push it through. Because they advertise it to the developers like this. Listen, everyone's system is going to be online, so everyone can take advantage of this. And then the developers would have went for it, but because that didn't happen, that really
Hermano, man.
Jesus.
That's Puerto Torres that Mike.
Sound like Zobi opening up something.
Sounds like that PlayStation shit. That shows you right there that PlayStation's full of shit, because they mics. Listen to that mic. They don't talk to no man.
And Z, I also want to say something about the Kinect before I forget about this. I totally agree with you. They're marketing it completely wrong. They need to put more emphasis on it, because it's quite an amazing piece of tech. It's the most
Dude.
And it's just like
make it work for real games.
I bought another one for $50.
All they need to do is maybe design a new one that's a little bit smaller, that's a little bit cheaper. You know, the Xbox One Kinect right now, you can hook it up to your PC and use it. Right. Like there's so many benefits of it, and going forward, I don't think they're gonna abandon it. I think they'll continue to use it. But let's make it like an option, because they said Scorpio and all systems going forward, all your old accessories will work. So
I mean, well, it's
you used to be able to call your plays on Madden with it.
Yeah, but look, here's my thing. Here's my issue.
I want to be able to do the live. To be honest, I want to do the live streaming with the green screen.
Yeah,
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and what you're saying, B Shadow. Remember, you're calling your plays on 2K, and remember, maybe playing the game. You know, I got a potty mouth. I'm always cursing. I get a text if I'm cursing in front of the guy to me. All that is true, but it is still kind of gimmicky-ish. But the way it could have been used, and what Microsoft did not put their foot down, and this goes back. I had a conversation with a developer from 2K. I'm not going to put you on blast. Me and the brothers kind of tight. And I asked him, because, you know, traditionally 2K has very shitty servers. Like when the game comes out, you can barely connect online, and there's a whole bunch of issues. You know, I buy 2K on both consoles faithfully. Now, I said it to say this. I tweeted the brother behind the scenes. You know, I'm friends with him on Skype, and we both follow each other on Twitter. So I tweeted him behind the scenes, and I'm not talking about this. It's not like Ronnie 2K. This is somebody up within the loop that doesn't even be advertised. You know, I mean, unless you know the guy, you won't know that he works there. But I said, bro, I buy this shit every year for both consoles, and the online very shitty.
Somebody watching porn?
I don't know what the fuck going on. I said, if Microsoft gives you guys access to dedicated servers, why aren't you guys using them? You know what his rebuttal and reply to me was? It wouldn't be fair to Sony and their fans if they were to use those things. And I didn't say anything rude or anything like that. But after that, it really didn't dawn on me. I went back. Probably I was either talking to Crap or Mooch or somebody. No, I didn't think I knew Mooch then. Maybe Warrior, somebody I was talking to. And I said to him, so this is early on back, just like 2K14 or some shit like that. I said, like, damn, they said it wouldn't be fair for them to use a thing, but it's fair for games to come out 1080p or, and 720p. You know what I mean? So, what I'm saying is Microsoft should have put their foot down and say, hey, what? If we're going to do my player, let us use the goddamn Kinect and use the full complexity of the Kinect. It should have been dumbed down to the way that it was with,
with the PlayStation camera, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all that I'm saying. Like,
I find Microsoft, period, they're kind of a little passive with their marketing, and I don't know. I understand that they want to be
because of motherfucking Killer Phil.
Hey, one thing
I said this time and time again.
There's another thing.
I'm gonna say is that
There's one thing people didn't know about the dedicated servers, though, is that those dedicated servers is owned by Microsoft, and a lot of third-party developers did not want to use them because they have their own servers. Even though Microsoft was gonna give it, let them use it for free, they still prefer to use their own shit. Like EA, Activision, they didn't want to use Microsoft.
EA servers are actually pretty good. They're not as shitty.
That's what I'm saying. EA, Activision.
Yeah, because man plays a hell of a lot better than what it is.
But what I'm
that's the thing. A lot of people want to use Microsoft servers.
Here's the thing. I see where you're going with this, right? But a huge is a game like 2K is. We can argue it's probably the biggest under FIFA. 2K is more popular than Madden now, right?
Yes, it is.
Like that,
no doubt.
It should be on dedicated server. If a company is giving you access to it, because even some of these smaller companies, they still don't have their own fucking servers. They don't want to pay for them. They give Microsoft the code or whatever, and they throw the shit up, on a peer-to-peer server. You know what I mean? It's you only have about four major companies: Activision, EA, Ubisoft, and who else? And Take-Two. And that's about it as far as the big fucking companies out there. You know what I mean? But I understand what you're saying, Boy Rock, but his rebuttal to me was it wouldn't be fair to Sony and their fans. You understand what I'm saying? So
see,
again, I'm gonna say this last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
And a lot of I said what I'm saying is that and I know I get a lot of slack for saying this, I mean, I'm not saying everything was fucking peaches and cream with Don Matrix. I'm just saying Microsoft under his helm, and I like Phil, wasn't as passive. You understand what I'm saying? They had the fucking, like, fuck you, pay me. I'm gonna say this though.
You give Don Matrix a lot of credit, but he just inherited a kingdom Peter Moore established. Right. Peter Moore made 360 great, not Don Matrix. Don Matrix was handed the keys.
I would say yes and no,
but it was Peter Moore.
Yeah,
it was all Peter Moore.
Yeah,
Peter Moore made.
I agree with you, Puerto Rock. He took the keys and crashed the car.
I agree with that too.
He bought the Ferrari, and he's like, "Hey, Don, here you go. Take care of it."
Listen, yeah, but you got to understand, Phil was in a
Peter Moore, the guy Seamus Black and Phil. That's more of a game. But Don is a businessman. What Don did was make the Xbox Live extremely profitable. You got the ads, you got the Doritos shit, the Mountain Dew shit. Don bought the money, the extra revenue, make the shit extremely profitable. Those exclusives that we've been bragging about, saying the Xbox One had all these goddamn. It was Don that allocated $1 billion to next generation exclusives.
Yeah, but they also had the money to they had the bank open. They could spend whatever they wanted to spend. Things. No, I
gotta say this though. Yes, all those things you're saying are true, but you know what? They dug a big hole for us, and the Xbox brand was damaged badly. And Phil, whether you like him or not, Phil has saved the fucking brand, man. Absolutely. He has saved the fucking brand, man. Yeah. So you guys need to have some respect for Phil, man.
I got much respect for Killer Phil.
Put some respect on his name.
Wait, why do you think Phil saved it?
Hold on. Before I know you're saying Don, whatchamacallit, made the money off Xbox Live, but again, it was off the back of Peter Moore. That's like giving Don credit for spinning rims on the Lamborghini.
Peter Moore left.
The foundation was built by Peter Moore. Peter Moore was the one. Listen. Peter Moore was the one to make sure that GTA was day one on the Xbox and not timed exclusive on the PS3. And not only that, he was the one smart enough to know to give the advantage to Xbox. Let's make some DLC. He dropped $50 million for time DLC, and that shit worked. All those PS2 gamers saw, and also Peter Moore was the one that went after WWE. The Lost Odyssey, the Blue Dragon, Virtual Fighter 5 with online. That was all Peter Moore. That was not Don Matrix. Peter Moore knew that if he needed to, in order to make,
are you ready for this?
Hold up. Peter Moore knew in order to make 360 great, he had to go after the PS2 gamer because that's where most of the console gamers were at.
Okay,
OG Xbox only sold 23 million. He only sold 22 million.
Why do you think Peter Moore left?
What? To make more money with EA.
All right.
Why do you think they all leave? They build their resume, and another company be like, "Yo, we'll pay you more money. Take care of our company."
Okay, let's look. If it was so much the land of the milk and honey, let's be honest, be clear on this. If it was so much the land of the milk and honey, and be honest with you, it would push company shove. EA can't afford to pay Peter, like goddamn Microsoft. Let's be clear of this, okay? Now, with that, we still talk about in the days of EA only really having Madden Live. You know, EA back then when he left is not the EA that it is today. You know what I mean? That's just
EA's always been successful.
EA was very successful.
EA's always been successful.
Sales and
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they have not
Command
been
and Conquer.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying they have not been successful. When you think of EA back then, it was EA Sports. EA wasn't really known for Battlefield. EA wasn't really known for fucking everything that it got coming out thereafter. You know what I mean? They were just really known for Madden, Live, Fight Night. That was what fucking played the fucking bills. The soccer, the baseball, and all that shit right there.
Yeah. But those games were huge.
Every goddamn thing.
But you're talking about PS2 gen. What does that have to do with 360? 360.
No. This was the PS3 360 generation.
Oh,
no. What are you talking about?
No, put your mic off.
Oh shit!
What are you? Listen, what year did Battlefield come out?
Oh no!
Hey, Puerto Rock. Hey, next gen. That's not right. You don't need to get your eyes cut on your own show.
You guys are wrong. You motherfuckers get your 360.
You need a new moderator for the multiplayer podcast.
2008. I've been there since day one. So what I'm showing you is this. Yeah, what?
He needs some milk.
What games did EA make during the fucking 360 and the PS3 generation?
Man, EA, the SSX, man, EA Big was like the biggest shit at that time.
EA Big make? What did they make?
SS Tricky. They made the fucking street games.
NHL 97.
I have to fucking go back.
Wait.
They had action games. They had
ladies and gentlemen, all day. And Big Luther. Did I not say they were known for sports games? Whether it's hockey, baseball, skating, I said they were really known for sports games.
But EA's had action games.
Slightly past the middle of the generation. Let me say this. I'm going to say this. So slightly past the middle generation of the 360 to the PS3.
Def Jam was a fight. Is a sports game.
Listen, let me finish. You Alabama Bigfoot.
Oh shit! Hey, you Jersey motherfucker! You better watch
out. Or so. The 360 came out in 2005. I'm not mistaken, right? The PS3 came out in 2006. I'm not mistaken, right? So it was like 2008 that 2008, 2009 that people slowly started to, well, actually like 2009 they came up with the Godfather. They had Godfather 1, Godfather 2, and X1Z on. But they were still more or less known for, not like they is now, known for everything else. They were just known for being in sports companies. Bro, back then Matt was fucking huge.
Or don't forget about the James. Wait! Don't forget about James Bond and
listen. I'm gonna go with that. Listen. So I'm looking at the list right now. Obviously, Madden, that shit goes all the way back to the Genesis game. So I'm gonna start out with like '99. So they released James Bond in the '90s. They had Need for Speed. They had Medal of Honor in '99. Right? They had The Sims in 2000. Battlefield series starting in 2002. Price.
Mass Effect.
You can stop with Battlefield.
Alone in the Dark 2.
You can stop with Battlefield. Listen.
Dante's Inferno, the game you like.
Yeah.
What year did that come out? Prime example. What? Stop right there. What year did fucking Dante's Inferno come out?
2010.
Thank you.
But that was 360. That's 360 era. You're talking about 360.
I said
they've been. I have the full list here.
Prices.
Let me say this again. Okay, fine. I said from like the middle point on, from the 360 and PS3 generation, where was EA really started to be known with other things outside of sport. I know they made other games besides sports titles. Shit, I bought motherfucking. They had a fucking samurai goddamn game. For the EA made for the Genesis. I bought that shit at launch back in fucking 90 or something. But I'm saying during the middle generation of the PS3 and the 360, that EA become the big shit that they are now with their hands in every goddamn thing.
Yeah, they were mostly sports. Yeah, they were mostly sports back in the day.
Let's just say you're right. Let's say from 2009 on is when EA became super big. Maybe that's why they went after.
They were already big, but they got to be known.
I'm talking about
outside of that. Yeah.
Maybe that's why they went after Peter Moore, because they saw what he did with the Xbox.
Listen, I'm not negating anything that.
What I'm trying to say is Peter Moore was what put 360 on the pedestal. Don Matrick just got handed the keys and just needed to keep it going.
But listen.
Yeah.
For the 360 to thrive and do the things that they did, you needed money to do that. You understand? This is what I'm saying. All what you're saying. Listen, I'm not saying that Peter Moore was a shit CEO. I'm not saying. But what I'm saying is the money that the Xbox Live and things it grew to be and all that shit right there, the Kinect, all that shit was under goddamn Donnie D. How shitty as the Kinect was back then, that shit broke records. You understand what I'm saying?
But he did it on the. What I'm trying to say, he did it on the back of Peter Moore. Peter Moore got the sales for the console. Okay. He made the 360 the number one seller month after month.
This is what's irrelevant to me, because the fact of it is that Don Matrick, while Next Gen is over here praising this motherfucker, he was the one that walked out and he fucked the Xbox.
I gotta say, regardless, he's the reason why we are so far behind the PS4. He is the reason. He is the only reason.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay? That's all him. I can't praise him for his past deeds when he fucked the future of the company up.
Let me ask you a question. Since everybody want to be what exclusive what exclusive have that we love today that's been underfilled? What exclusive?
I love
that is a new IP. What are you talking about?
You can't give. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna beat that. I'm gonna beat that. You cannot give that Matrick credit for Gears. That again, Peter Moore. Thank you very much. Peter Moore was the one that launched Gears of War in 2006.
I'm talking about Phil, man. I'm talking about.
But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna hate Phil, hold up. If you're gonna hate Phil, what did Donnie D give you?
I'm not hating Phil. I'm not.
Yeah, but Phil, you know what? To be fair, Phil's footprints are gonna be on the Scorpio. They're not gonna be on the Xbox One, because everything for Xbox One was set in motion already for Peter Moore. So it's already fuckery.
But this is what I was gonna say. This is what I wanted to say quickly. Phil Spencer and all those guys and all those other guys in management, they all knew those ideas and they all signed off on them as well. So it's not all those guys aren't.
What you also got to understand is when you have a manager, like I gotta explain to some people. My wife worked for the Nets at one point, right? Her CEO was fucking crazy. So anything that he thought was gonna make money, the stupidest idea. Y'all watch basketball? Y'all see how fucking trash the Nets are right now with the stupid ass acquisitions that they make? But those are his fucking ideas. You know, he thought that bringing that crazy that coaching
not every corporation works like that. In certain corporations,
what I'm saying is the guy at the top is going to determine how the shit goes. It don't matter what you bring to him. Sometimes he has an agenda, and his agenda was obviously to connect. Why? Because that bitch made fucking money. So he thought that bringing the Kinect to the Xbox One was going to bring more fucking money. The problem is it didn't work. They didn't have games for it. And number one, they didn't follow the same fucking formula. Because when the Kinect came out for the 360, they had two fucking SKUs. They had you get the Xbox One by itself, or you get the Xbox. You get the 360 by itself, or you get the 360 with the fucking Kinect. You had a fucking option, and he took it away because he wanted everybody to fucking have the Kinect. He thought it was going to be this brilliant idea to put the Kinect in everybody's house. Some people wanted it, not everybody did. And that's where they fucked up. That was his problem. Phil had to come in and take on this shit. He was like the Barack Obama dealing with fucking Bush's shit.
Oh my God.
And I found he was disrespectful to the consumer too. When the consumer was saying something, he's like, well, you don't like it? Nah, pay fucking 360. You don't like it? Nah.
Let me give you my point of what I'm saying, how it would feel. What I'm saying, you see how you said you did, a lot of people didn't like the way that Donnie came out and said, we got a console for you.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, more than anything, that cockiness, that brash, that behemoth, this was what Microsoft is missing, and this is what
Man, okay.
Have
that cockiness right now.
I agree with you. Like, there's certain stuff when I see Microsoft congratulate Sony, I'm like, yo, no. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Because respect is earned. It's not given. And Sony is over time and time again disrespected Microsoft. Like they throw all kinds of nasty, dirty jabs. And Microsoft is always the better man. Always the better man. You know what? That's fine.
They were the better man when you don't have to. The PS3's exclusives, yeah. They were the better.
You don't have to slap. You don't have to slap them back in the face. But you know what? At the same time, you don't need to praise them. And I don't like that on Microsoft. They should be a lot more aggressive, because for the PS4 Pro, there's an easy way to kill that system. There's an easy way. They come on and say, listen, we're going to have a lot more 4K native games uncompromised, and you know what? We're going to come in with a really aggressive price point, and the PS4 Pro is dead. It's like
that's why I was saying at this point right here about how it was very unusual for Phil Spencer to come out so quickly and to debunk that shit about, hey, look, that white paper is old news. That's why I'm thinking, look, the Scorpio was Phil's baby. Crackdown 3 is Phil's baby. All the other things maybe beforehand was probably something that Matrick had signed up. And I understand that Phil was there, but Phil is in charge now. And so I think what Scalebound, Sea of Thieves, what's coming here on out, even Scalebound was his baby, I believe. And so therefore, he's going to be more aggressive, especially with the Scorpio. I have never seen Microsoft so aggressive since the 360 days about something. So I think we're about to see the change.
Aggressive. This is being aggressive. No, we're not using Jaguar. No, we're not using that.
Yeah. You know what? I agree with you. You know what?
But he already said that shit.
No. They say in between the lines where we could maybe think that they're not using that. But you know what? Something like this comes out. They need to come out right away and say, you know what, listen, we're going to have the most powerful system, period. We're going to have native 4K games running at 60 frames per second. We have enough power, and you know what? We're going to tell you guys about it soon enough. Something like that.
There you go. That's what you need. Not, I'm worried about the games and let the game. No, fuck that. This is what it is. We're not using Jaguar. Yeah. No, that's.
I mean, but this is still gonna badger Phil. I mean, it is what it is. Look, man, you're gonna have two different. You're gonna have
he did answer the question. He did answer. They asked him, "Are we gonna have 14 native games?" He said yes. Another guy said, "Oh, all this talk is not gonna be 4K." He goes, "Listen, I'm working on the games. When you guys see it,
PS4 has native 4K games. That's still not saying much. PS4 has a few native 4K games. Okay, so that in itself is not saying much. You know what I mean? The question at hand
I agree. But you know what?
The question at hand is we're not using Jaguar. We're not using Jaguar.
He could have released a blank because he knows. I agree with you, because he knows that's really what everyone's getting to. What kind of CPU you're using, and he could have simply said, "Listen, he could have said he didn't have to say what CPU you're using, but he could have simply said,
he probably can't.
We're not using Jaguar.
He could say we're not using a Jaguar."
Listen, man. Like sometimes when a bitch want to fuck. You know what I mean? You ain't got to tell her the dick size. You just come in and look, bitch, I'm going to just put it in. You see how big it is.
Truth be told, truth be told, I don't think there's much they can say about it right now, because not even AMD is talking that much about Ryzen. We still don't know shit about Ryzen.
They have to go on, but and here's the thing. They don't have to go into details of what they're using, what clock CUDA cores they're using. No. I'm just saying, no, we're not using Jaguar. We're not using
okay, Jaguar. This is the thing. This is the thing that's tripping me out. You expect Microsoft to do all of this, but PlayStation's management don't do that. Don't give out no information. They just give and go.
Listen, but fuck Sony. This ain't got nothing to do with Sony.
Well, I mean, but you over here, you're complaining about some bullshit about. Well, I want to have specifics. I gotta know. We got to know now. No, the fuck you don't.
Because you're not the market leader. If you want to get back because the confidence of the consumer, maybe the motherfuckers that went across spawn, stop sucking dick out there. Oh, I can't wait to get home and play Naughty Dog. I can't wait to play Mario Kart 8. Woo-hoo. Shut the fuck up. Stop canceling the goddamn thing. What do you fucking play? Like, enough is enough with this goddamn ass kissing out there, man. Like,
I will
I don't think they're gonna be
this.
doing that shit anymore.
No, I will say this though. From his statement that he did make today, I did get the generalization that, you know what, it's gonna be so undeniable what we see that that's gonna be a game over.
You're into the tech. We're talking to the motherfuckers that sipping Mountain Dew, living in trailers out there having sex with cows. We're talking about them motherfuckers right there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, here's the thing.
I agree with you, but I just don't think they want to move up their timetable. They probably have it set when they're going to start their controlled leaks, and then when they're going to have their leak, and they have a timetable. They probably just don't want to go against this. And I gotta say, on Digital Foundry's part, they probably shouldn't have speculated so hard, because nothing in that document actually fucking says that it's going to be a Jaguar. They're just basing it on the speculation that there's tricks that the CPU can do with the GPU in order to obtain 4K 60 hertz. But it could be just another method of fucking doing it that the CPU is capable of doing.
Look, Xbox is not going to talk about what's in the fucking console, because once they do the reveal, they talk about it right now, when they do the reveal, you're going to be like, come on, we already know this shit already. Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
I'm not saying to say what's in the box.
Hey, here's the thing.
But the backlash coming from it using Jaguar. I'm not saying what's in the box. Listen, listen, in the perfect world, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Sony didn't get that much backlash. When their shit, they actual goddamn papers came out, it wasn't as much backlash. But again, we all know that the scales are fucking, it's not in our favor. We all know this by now. So we got to start I hear it in the cloud. So, but I'm not saying this is that sometimes you being so quiet or not addressing rumors can be worse than any goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Because we see how the shit gets perpetuated on fucking YouTube, social media, and it's like a whirlwind, right? But they can stop a lot of that shit, right? No, we're not doing. They ain't gonna say what you doing. No, it just no.
Yeah.
Listen, or what Phil said, which would be a slap in the face, because if they're gonna use old tech, there's no reason why the goddamn Scorpio could have came out this year. They said they were using, next generation chips, and the stuff they wanted to use wasn't available yet. So I would hope it's not goddamn.
Well, I think with all of the leak that came out, I think everybody is pretty unanimous that it's going to be using a Vega GPU. So that is next generation GPU. That's not available now.
I have a question.
And I will say I am disappointed if it's going to be using a Jaguar, to be honest with you, and that might affect my decision in upgrading to it, to be honest with you, because I have a high-end rig already. But at the end of the day, if they can get to 4K 60 frames per second native, I don't think anybody really cares if they can get that natively. Nobody cares how they get there.
Oh, I'm saying
as a gamer, because console gamers aren't like PC gamers where we care so much about the specs. We just want it to look good. So now we want it to be more powerful than the PS4. So if it's
no, this is what I'm saying.
It does native 60 frames per second. Who cares how it gets there?
No. In a perfect world, console gamers wouldn't be arguing for resolution. We didn't hear any of this shit last generation. Frames and blades of grass. It was about the game. You know what I mean? But
you're not going to hear about it now because until PlayStation 5 come out, you're not going to hear anything. It's going to be quiet in them stables. No PlayStation person is going to say any damn thing, knowing that the Scorpio is going to be more powerful. The only reason why they're opening their mouths now because they have a little gleamer of hope, just like when Porter Rock was over here was saying what he was saying earlier, have you cracking the fuck up. They weren't saying too much of anything. They were talking about the games. They changed their damn narrative like they changed draws. And the fact of it is that once that Scorpio comes out and it will show the games in 4K, like D said, doesn't matter how the fuck they do it, they're going to be fucking quiet. They're going to change the narrative to something else.
I will say this though,
it's all about the controller.
As an Xbox gamer though, I will say it is a little bit disappointing to hear this stupid fucking Jaguar core, because we got beat up this generation so much by PlayStation that we just want to come with the fucking power. We want to put that fucking, excuse my language, put that 10-inch dick on the table and just smack it and say, "What the fuck you saying?" You know what I'm saying? Like we want that. We want that. We want that undisputed. We want that undisputed power. You know what I'm saying?
But
hold on. Is power important to you, K-Mega?
What?
Is graphics? Is that stuff important to you?
Not that serious. No. So I'm about to switch. Remember, I'm happy about the switch.
Are you getting a Scorpio or no?
Yeah, I'm getting a Scorpio.
Why? What is your purpose of getting a Scorpio? Because your Xbox One S, whatever you have, can if that's not important to you,
Because I want to get a Scorpio. I like new hardware.
That's
just wants to have it just to have it,
bro. You're talking about going from an Xbox One to a Scorpio. That shit's gonna fucking, just the exclusives alone are gonna fucking blow your goddamn mind.
I I get it, but this man is going from Xbox One to a Switch, so I don't know. I think this joke got a little too much sugar in his tea.
I'm a gamer. I'm a motherfucking gamer. I mean, look. I mean, something that you might not know about. I don't know. I mean, that's fine. Wow. I'm just saying. Because I mean, you over here. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm telling you, I buy. I'm buying shit. You know what I'm saying? I like buying. I'm even getting that.
MVP has something to say. I want to hear.
Oh, good.
I just want to
They say you make a MVP lifestyle. I'm done.
Yeah, you stupid. No, but
go ahead, MVP.
Go ahead.
I just want to ask you guys quickly on the level and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Do you really think because the Scorpio is the most powerful console?
That's what the motherfucker.
Go ahead.
No. Do you really think that Scorpio is going to sell because it's the most powerful console?
I don't care about sales. I think I don't care about sales at all.
I really don't care.
I think for them,
because they're important. You need to care about because they're important.
No.
I think the proof will be in the pudding. I think if it's powerful and they can show graphically and game wise why it's more powerful, I think that will be a great selling point for it. And yes, that can attract gamers.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not thinking it's going to outsell the PS4 though.
Which console?
Oh, I do. You know what? I do. The reason
in the
why
history.
I think it's going to outsell. Listen, say this. I think it's going to outsell the PS4. This is because the reason why the PS4 has been outselling the Xbox One because it has the better version of the Multiplat. It was perceived to be more powerful.
But next gen, you talking about the states of the world because PlayStation is located in more areas.
Listen. Hold on.
What about
across the world?
PlayStation 4,
North America, the UK, and South America.
Hey, it's not just because Multiplat. It's momentum. PlayStation 4 built better momentum. That's what you need in this generation.
Yeah, but you know what? That doesn't. You know what? End of the day, gamers.
Yeah.
Gamers are
the momentum on the backs of the Multiplat of having the best version, quote unquote, of Call of Duty. You know, best version of Battlefield on these fucking AAA.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because of Uncharted. It's not going to be because of God of War or Spider-Man. It's been all because of Multiplat. Bro, you get exclusives every 4 or 5 months. But you get fucking these AAAs every fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, but hold on.
Mark, I just want to say this point. Mark my words. If the Scorpio can show better graphics, like I'm talking like a different.
They said it's going to be noticeably different.
Yeah, they said it was going to be.
Here's what I'm saying.
You can't get like a fucking bug to a fucking light.
It wasn't just the Multiplat. Bro, even a year after Xbox One launch, people still thought that motherfucker had, you couldn't play used games.
Yeah. Well,
Microsoft that shit had a bad image.
That's not what. No, that was a part of it, but the major selling point for the PS4 was fucking 1080p. Don't try to steer away from that. It was 1080p. You'd walk into EB Games, GameStop, whatever. They would say, "Oh, don't get the fucking Xbox. They play fucking 720p games." You still got some fucking numbnuts that say that. Okay?
Damn sure do.
Indies.
Yeah, but not many people. When parents go,
listen, the indies are not selling shit. The indies are selling in their lane. Yeah. They're not selling anything crazy. Okay, it's the fucking Multiplats. And people were forced with the decision: can I get a PS4 or can I get an Xbox One? The PS4 has higher graphic fidelity than the Xbox One, and it's cheaper than it. And they went and fucking got the PS4. It's as simple as fucking that, man.
Yeah,
there's no other way to twist it.
Right, but now let's take for example when Microsoft was winning a couple of MPDs because of cheaper price. Then the power didn't come into play because remember, 2014, Xbox One got MPD.
Blu-ray players.
No, I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about.
Yeah, but the price drop would happen on the holidays, and Xbox would have exclusives, and the PS4 did not have exclusives. This is like the third holiday season. The PS4 hasn't had exclusives. So yeah, some gamers picked it up. It was more favorable to them.
Yeah, it was multi-class. But no, let me answer next gen's question because we didn't get to go to. Okay, look, when you hear a title of, and I've said this about like when we go about the Switch and everything, about how like I don't care about the power aspect of it; it's about the fun. But Microsoft and Sony, they're all in that space. So when you hear the most powerful console ever made, that gets your ears perked up. Even if you're not into graphics like that, or if you are. that resonates. So yeah, I'm getting the Scorpio for that reason. It states that it's going to be the most powerful thing, and I want to see it. And of course, it's my preference is an Xbox, so I'm going to.
So how many times has the most powerful console won the console war?
That's not very much. Not very much. Not very much.
Yeah.
Exactly. History is going to repeat itself.
History will not repeat itself if they are smart and give gamers an experience that they can't have anywhere else. There's got to be something different.
What experience?
Gamers. You know what? People want VR. Why they want new experiences? Like some people want the Switch. They want something new.
I agree with that.
What's the new you're gonna get with Scorpio? What's the new? See if these
hold on.
Higher graphic fidelity.
That's not
4K.
New.
Listen. Not like the PS4 Pro where you're just getting upscaled or native 4K of the same game. With the Scorpio, you're gonna get 4K with much higher graphic fidelity, some photorealistic stuff where you're like, holy shit.
Somebody's gonna get join the goddamn trunk because D is about to get started.
The 3DO was well ahead of the Super NES and the Sega.
Look at the price though.
That shit ain't had no fucking games. Come on, man.
Well, yeah, there was the only machine.
Hey, listen. Hey, hold on. MVP.
What the fuck?
No, I want to hear his point. Hold on.
How long you been gaming, fam?
That shit ain't had no fucking games, bro.
Listen.
You obviously
video was $700.
That console had a fucking game. It was the only one that had
$500.
Okay, it's like two people talking at the same time. Come on, what?
Lord.
I'm just saying the 3DO was $500, motherfucker, and the Super Nintendo was $140. Like, come on.
It sounds like the Xbox.
And that could be the same thing that ends up happening now. Do you know what I'm
the
saying?
Scorpio is going to be a console.
It already has games. What the fuck? That shit's crazy, man.
But here's the thing. All right, you're gonna try to convince console gamers, the cheapest gamers on the planet, that spend $400 and then buy a $400 TV.
No.
To play a game.
Understand this. It is a premium console for the gamers that want that premium experience. For regular, casual console gamers, they will get the Xbox One S, the PS4.
That's the point we're trying to say. Premium console.
Exactly.
But we're asking for the best.
That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah,
premium console.
I don't care about it selling. It's not going to outsell the Xbox One.
Ain't trying to be a smart ass or nothing. Hey, Port Rock, ain't trying to be a smart ass or nothing. People out there bought that whack ass VR shit. And that shit cost a fortune to get all them accessories too. They were buying that shit left, right. It's sold out all over the world. So gamers will spend money if they really want something they want, and if it's good.
If there's value, people will buy it. If they see the value, people will buy it.
Gamers ain't as cheap as you think they are. They'll spend that money if they want to.
Of course, but here's the thing that's already.
Hey, Porter Rock, you say that the Xbox One S is going to be the top selling console for Microsoft in November.
It's going to, yes.
That's better game. I bet you the Scorpio. I bet you whatever they release, whether it's $1 million or whatever the fuck they release in November, that it's going to sell out, and the Scorpio is going to be the top selling console in November.
So you're saying the Xbox One Scorpio is going to outsell the Xbox One S?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll take that bet with you. Hell yeah.
At least the release.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah, that's easy. I got you on that one. Hell yeah, that's
easy. It's gonna be the newest and the hottest thing out. Everybody, mama gonna buy it. It's gonna be sold out.
Especially if it's more powerful.
Xbox One S is gonna outsell this Scorpio. It's gonna be the leading console out of the Xbox.
Oh, okay. Remember this though, Porter Rock. There are still people out there that has not bought an Xbox One S because they still maybe bought they've been waiting for the Scorpio, or they bought an Elite. You know what I'm saying? Or they may have just bought an old Xbox One Fat. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, they because they were
you gotta think about it. Not all gamers are eating dry noodles, man.
Xbox One S will be the leading selling school for the Xbox family in November. Zaire, I got that bet with you. One game.
Well, regardless,
$60.
Again, cool.
Xbox will win that month. Xbox will win November. You said it. Third.
Hey, I made my bet with Zaire. Xbox One S will be the leading selling school for the Xbox family in November.
Nope. I can take it.
That's easy. That's fucking easy. Especially when Xbox One S, motherfucking, they'll probably sell that bitch for $150 with 2 games. Oh, that shit's easy. You done fucked up. Hey, Ron.
I don't think you're factoring in the fact that a lot of people are waiting for that shit. Like how many Xbox One S's do you think? Like, so if Xbox releases 2 million in the month of October,
they ain't gonna sell no 2 million a month in November. They probably won't even be able to. The hell nah, y'all.
Man.
The Xbox One S. Listen, the Xbox One S did $1.5 alone in the month of December.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I don't think you underestimate how much people want that fucking console.
All right,
right. Hey, you underestimate.
I mean, how many Xbox games?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you quicker. Which you think is more realistic in November? A consumer going to buy? Which you think is more realistic, right? In November, right? Especially Black Friday. A consumer going into a store and buy, like, let's say a $180 Xbox One S for a gift, for themselves, whatever, or a consumer gonna go buy a Scorpio, let's say $400. I even go the cheap end. Scorpio $400.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I even go cheap again, a $400 TV to enjoy in 4K. $800 versus $150 or $170.
Yeah, but I
think it's no more logical.
What I'm saying is, a lot of people already got those.
You know, you're making it like there are no hardcore like Xbox. Like, how many did they say? They said it was 26 million people that own an Xbox. So you telling me that not even 2 million of those people,
and that's fraudulent too.
Not even 2 million.
I'm not saying there's not going to be hardcore buying it. What I'm saying is the casuals will out trump you. That's what I'm saying. You're not outselling the casuals. You're not doing it.
I don't know about that.
I got a question. Hold up.
Because Puerto Rock, you also got to realize that a lot of the hardcores, when that fucking Kinect came out, they bought the fuck out of that Kinect when it came to the 360. That wasn't fucking casuals buying that shit. Like
it was. We jumped with fucking.
It wasn't. That shit was $400.
And that's one thing that you're not considering.
So you tell me now, back in the day, $400 wasn't shit, but now today is a lot of fucking.
When Kinect came out, $150. Because it was standalone.
Right. Do you really believe that every gamer out there went and bought a brand new TV when they bought a PS4 Pro?
They was getting that shit in the fucking bundles, bro. That's what I'm telling you. They bought that shit in fucking bundles.
So
Kinect was also sold as a standalone.
Yeah, I know that, but they also a lot of people bought that system.
Scorpio.
What happened?
I'm pretty sure everybody already got TVs.
Man, everybody I know that bought a PS4 Pro does not have a 4K TV, bro. They don't.
Yeah. And a lot of people that buy Scorpio ain't gonna have a 4K TV at the time.
Right, and that's something that you're not putting in consideration.
He got a 4K TV.
Right, and the one thing that you're not putting in consideration is the fact that the people that speak in the loudest, those so-called PlayStation fans, the ones that left Xbox with the PlayStation, if this Scorpio performs like it's supposed to, looks like it's supposed to, they will drop that PlayStation in a heartbeat and come right back to Xbox.
I'm not saying they're going to sell they might not sell their Playstation. They'll just make it their secondary console.
They'll come right back
on the Xbox and make PlayStation for exclusives.
To me, this generation's already wrapped up in the box.
I want Scorpio to do well. Really do want Scorpio to do well, but I think because they're not going to have any exclusives and shit, it's going to be hard, man. Because the Xbox One's going to hold it back. I reckon.
What are you talking about?
Multiplat is going to be fucking exclusive. Because nobody's going to look, man. If I have a choice between playing a game on a Pro versus playing a game on the fucking Xbox Scorpio, automatically in my mind that game is exclusive to the fucking Xbox Scorpio.
Yeah, but
automatically, it's going to look fucking better.
That's you.
Wait. That's what he's saying.
That's what people. That's what's been the whole talk this whole generation, and it's something that I have to agree with next gen wholeheartedly.
Just enjoy playing Vesperia in fucking 4K, bro. Enjoy it.
You can't. Yeah, you start seeing these RPGs or whatever. Let's just say Call of Duty in 4K. Are you kidding me? 60 frames per second? There's no way in hell.
Well, I have a question again. What do you mean it's not going to have any exclusive MVP?
Well, basically, they're not making any exclusive games for the Xbox Scorpio. Any games that are really going to fully harness the power, and because Phil Spencer said that no machine gets left.
Somebody check in, sugar.
What the problem?
All day.
What's the problem?
All day.
Does the PS4 have exclusive games?
What the fuck are you doing?
Does the Pro have it? Is there some Pro exclusive games?
Have you noticed that the Pro's selling like shit?
Are there any exclusive games for the Pro?
But the point what fucking MVP's trying to say is because the Pro and the Scorpio don't have exclusive game. Again, and that's kind of the point I'm saying. A lot of gamers are going to go for the cheaper product to play the same game. That the
problem
the power that's inside the box enhance those games.
Listen, the
console
problem that the Pro is having, the problem that the Pro is having is that the gamers don't see the need to buy the Pro because games don't look that much better graphically.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the problem.
It's a higher resolution, but if the Scorpio game will look, I'm not talking about resolution, or look better graphically, they won't have the. And to your question, to answer your MVP, is the same way if you have an Xbox One S and you have an OG Xbox and you put a regular Xbox One game inside the OG Xbox, the Xbox, it runs better, it performs slightly better.
But Zaire, don't
yes.
you remember back in the day, didn't the Xbox games look better than the PlayStation 2 games by far? The first Xbox was a HD console. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
But it looked a lot.
Yeah, Madden was fucking amazing.
Everybody with
this is what you're missing.
That shit even had a hard drive built in.
I understand what you're saying, but this is what you're missing
because it had those games.
But that console was also out a year before, and it had shit ton of exclusives. A shit ton of exclusives.
So that's like the PlayStation 4. Like the PlayStation 4.
Listen,
hell no, the PlayStation 4 exclusives are shit. Come on, man. Fuck
whatever,
bro, man. Come on, man. Talking about you acting like this shit is like they got fucking Mass Effect and fucking.
No. Listen, forget this.
Come on, man.
And this is for anybody in the comment section or in this thing here. Listen, and which is what's the craziest goddamn thing? You said that. You said the games on the OG Xbox, the original, looked better than the PlayStation, some more powerful hardware. But it's going to be the same thing. And even the developer from Orient Blind Forest said this. It's like if you have a 560 and I have a 1080, we can play the same game. But guess what? I have better shadow textures and all that shit on the fucking 1080. These consoles are x86 now.
Yeah, it's just like
be so from now on. There's no more generations. That shit is out the window.
It's done.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what? This time
that's something how you got to look at it.
Microsoft fucked up with the Jaguar processor. They shouldn't have used it. That's why it's not selling. That's
Hold on.
You said next year, man.
Let me say this. We're about to be 4 years deep into the gen, right? So now you guys expect 4 years into the gen that you're gonna convince gamers that already bought their consoles or people who have yet to buy a console, and chances are if they didn't buy a console yet, if they don't have an Xbox One or PS4 yet, it's because they're looking for cheap prices at this point. But you think, listen, yes. Why else would you wait 4 years?
It's fucking $250.
Why nobody waiting? There's some people that are waiting for this shit to be like 175.
Ain't nobody still going hard.
Listen, hold up. Listen. PlayStation has about 54 million sales.
Yes.
Xbox has 26 million. So that's
Xbox has over 30.
I'm not trying to do a bashing. Just do the math.
So no. You do the math. Okay. Xbox. Let me make this point. Xbox said.
That's what the point I'm trying to say. Between the two consoles, we got about 80 million.
Let's say 80 million consoles.
Let's say 80 million consoles between both. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right.
360 and PS3 sold between the both of them 160 million. So you have a shitload.
Life cycle.
You have a shitload. Why you think this cycle is gonna be another 3 years, 4 years in this motherfucker? We're not gonna get next gen like in 2 years. We're not gonna get the PS5 in 2 years or something. It's gonna
better hope you do.
We're not. But listen, this is the point I'm trying to say. There are shitloads of gamers that still need to buy these consoles. Shitloads, millions. We're talking millions.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen? Right? To answer your question, listen. Question. The install base between the PS3 and the 360 is about 160 million, right? That was about a 9-year generation that's still going on, right? Okay.
That was about 8 years.
Okay, we've been in this generation for 3 years.
Yeah.
You already got 3 years in. You already got fucking 80 million goddamn. Those people that have yet to get goddamn console are children that are in elementary school. The gamers, the day one guys or whatever the fuck, or even the casuals to get the duties, they already buying their goddamn console. No one's waiting. No one's still going hard and pay for the 360 and the PS3 no more. They have that other 80 million, 100 million consoles that get people are kids in school or getting shit for Christmas. You know what I mean? I was looking at some statistics they was doing the age bracket. Microsoft, bro, they just released some numbers. They have 55 million active Xbox Live users. As in the quarter, things are up. They're not down. They said they made over $1 billion in digitally within the goddamn, for the quarter of $1 billion fucking dollars. You know what I mean? So again, those people that are going to buy the Scorpio is going to be the hardcore first of all, day one. So whatever they release is going to sell. You know
I don't know why Sony fans always be on Microsoft out there making money. So Microsoft steady making money. Don't worry about them.
So why don't they just tell us the black and white details and shit like that? Do you know what I'm saying? This is how much
those numbers are. This is crazy. Those numbers,
I don't know why they didn't want to reveal.
They are telling us
do it. I don't know.
Those are Xbox.
To answer your question, those numbers.
The one thing that bothers me, to be honest with you, I think they should be disclosing their fucking digital sales number, because I know the Xbox platform does extremely well digitally. I don't know why they don't release the digital sales.
Both of them do.
They don't want you to pay no goddamn taxes on that shit.
Hey, that's one. Those numbers that they release. Listen, those numbers that they release are not for us. Those are for their investors. It's the media that goes dusted. Those are not for us. You know what I mean? That's for the fucking their investors.
Yeah, why would we even give a damn? That's the one thing about it anyway.
Because the Sony guys made us give a damn, because they have their numbers. So they said, "Oh, look at our numbers."
I don't care. I really don't care. They can talk bad about Record. They can talk bad about Quantum Break. I still enjoy those games, and those games are quality games.
Yeah, but the fanboys that are down in the trenches, they care. Yeah, these console wars are real, son.
We can close the show with this right here.
Hey, D.
Close the show with this right here.
Yeah.
And as in the
what if they do that and it makes you feel like the digital better?
Your mic breaking up, bro.
Oh, your mic.
Yeah, it's a little staticky.
Yeah.
Let me say this with the numbers. In a now fanboy way, just to be honest, all right? These numbers, investors, is for two people, for two groups: investors and publishers.
And Puerto Rico.
Listen, hold on, let me finish. When these numbers are published, right? All that does is it lets publishers know who has the market trends and who they're willing to support. That's why Sony's been getting a lot of marketing rights on major games.
No, they're paying for it.
No, they got to pay for that shit.
No.
They have to pay for it. But the third-party developers, they offer it up.
They know
who they
I wouldn't expect any numbers anytime soon either, because
away from Microsoft. Because of the sales of FIFA 17, my brethren got phoned at work because EA thought they were giving back the wrong numbers. That's how well it was doing. So boy, those numbers.
Well, listen, what I was saying, the pub. It's not nothing to do with the pub, because the publishers know they get the goddamn check a month.
They phone every Friday for those numbers.
I mean, again, the publishers have their own numbers, because again, their software is selling on the goddamn platform. And the reason why Sony is getting these third-party deals is because they're paying for them. They're not free. You know
no, they're not paying for all of them. They're not paying for all of them. EA, I know this for a fact. I know this.
You don't know shit. Those third-party deals aren't free.
Hell no. What the fuck they give someone away for free if they can make them pay?
Week. My boy works
listen,
like literally
the fact that when you go to a company and say, you know what, we're gonna let you have this DLC for 6 months or 3 months exclusively your platform, that's paid. That's not free. Why would I cut my money out and making money over here?
Certain time happens in all areas of business. If a certain company,
why would you cut off 26 million motherfuckers for spending money?
No, with gaming, that's. I understand what you're saying. MVP in traditional business, but gaming is completely different. When you get a DLC on your platform that's exclusive,
every area of gaming, even in the FGC, that's how these
No, you're wrong on that. What happens? What happens is that Sony pays for that exclusivity on their platform, and they give them a certain. Hold on a second. They give them a certain set of money. So, like, say EA says, okay, listen, man, this is going to be on your platform. We're losing out on all these sales on Xbox, so this is the number that you got to give us for that. And they say, okay, we don't want these fuckers to have it. That should move more of our console, so we'll fucking pay it. And they pay it. That's how it's done.
Certain deals go like that, and certain deals go like
all game DLC deals go like that. All of them go like that.
All right, guys, hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this. Damn it. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people on this panel. Okay, I'm gonna start with you all day. Do you have more digital or more hard copy games?
I got 2 physical games. That's it.
All right.
I got 200.
Shadows. You got more digital. You got more hard copy.
Mostly digital.
All right. D. More digital or more hard copies? D. Okay. All right. Next gen. You got more digital or you got more hard copies?
I got the Game Rewards. I get my games for $37, so I got more hard.
All right, Porter Rock. You got more hard copy or you got more digital?
More hard copy because
okay, live. All right, Livewire. What you got?
I got only digital.
All right, MVP. What you have?
I got more hard copy because I'm more hard body, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, okay, T Reaper. What
hard copy.
All right, you got more hard copy. Okay, right here, it's almost split down the board. But the fact of it is that you can tell those hard copy numbers, but you can't tell the digital numbers. And I have over on my Xbox alone, I got over 305 games on my Xbox alone, digital.
So you said to say what?
Well, what I'm saying is that, okay, nobody's going to know how many actual, there's so many people that have so many games digital. Plus, if you game sharing or whatever the case that somebody else might be doing, they're not going to, all those numbers are so unnecessary to be giving out to the public because it only stirs up more bullshit that's really unnecessary. If you go about hard copies, fine, go about hard copies. But if you get a sequel, then you know that game is selling. That's how you know if the game is going to sell, if the game is done well enough.
I also wouldn't expect any numbers anytime soon because we all know Phil says he detests the console wars. So I don't see them releasing any.
Right, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but why does it have to have anything to do with the console wars and shit? Let just be about.
Because that's what it's basically for. Because really, as a consumer, you really shouldn't care how many they sell. People that go out and buy a Walkman, they're not saying, "Oh my God, how many Walkmans did Sony sell today?" Or they buy a MacBook. It is how many MacBooks did they sell? They don't care. They buy the product and that's the end of it.
Let me say this here. You know what I mean? And maybe you can now again. This is for me talking to somebody within the circle of the media thing. You know what I mean? Not the media, the gaming industry. Okay. To answer your question, third-party deals are paid for. They're not just given away. We're not talking about in the fifth generation or sixth generation. It's not, that's why you don't see too many third-party exclusives. Because games are very expensive, and they want to make how they make their money is have their software in as many platforms as possible. You know what I mean? That's what I was telling you. It's not just so much that the third party has it out for Nintendo. No, third party. I was saying this before. Third party needs Nintendo just as much. They both hands wash each other. And both hands wash the face. How the fuck that supposed to go? But like I said, those deals are paid for. You know what I mean? And like I've said before, like Sony has outspent. That's one issue. Microsoft in the gaming division as far as marketing and their third-party deals that they're doing, they're acquiring. So what Microsoft try to do, they try to fall back on hey, we got more AAAs. But again, exclusives don't hold the punch that they once did. You get exclusives every 4 to 5 months. I don't give a fuck whether you're an Uncharted guy, or Gears guy, or Halo. Will make a difference. Nothing's gonna be bigger than Call of Duty. Nothing's gonna be bigger than fucking Star Wars Battlefront. That's just a fucking fact.
I don't think games are gonna be bigger than them by themselves, but I reckon that exclusives do matter, man. That's the only reason people still buy Nintendo shit.
Listen, they matter to us the hardcore, the day ones, but the casual, Madden, 2K, Grand Theft Auto, we see the same 10 fucking multiplats in the MPD for the Nintendo straight.
The thing for me that I think that why exclusives don't hold the same thunder that they had before is because I find, in my opinion, the multiplats are outperforming the exclusive. I can't apart from
on next gen.
I can't think of any exclusive that looks better than, like, say, an EA Battlefield 1 game. Like what?
Gears look phenomenal.
This is my
Gears look phenomenal, but it doesn't look as good, to be honest.
This is my opinion on the whole exclusive versus multiplayer. The reason why exclusives don't hold the weight is pretty much what next gen is saying is the frequency. During the PS2 era, it was nothing but exclusives every single month. You understand what I'm saying? But now a lot of those exclusives are multiplats because they were made by developers.
I've been playing games. I've been playing games for a long time. I gotta disagree with that. I think the exclusive doesn't hold the same feeling. Like the exclusives back in the day, they were completely different than the multiplats.
All these friends are just milking.
They were a completely different experience. Now the exclusives are kind of on both sides. They're kind of just rehash. You got Uncharted 4, you got Halo 5. It's just like they're like,
look at Call of Duty.
We've been there, done that.
That's the most rehashed game ever.
And it's selling bad now.
Even when it's 53%.
Quantum Break didn't sell. Quantum Break didn't sell because it was a bad game. If anyone has played Quantum Break, will tell you it's a good game. Quantum Break didn't sell because the media slayed that game because we've been looking for that game from day one of Xbox launch, and they slayed that game for being 720p. They fucking destroyed that game because of that.
It's just an opinion, but to me, Quantum Break's fall was lack of online multiplayer. Because I have boys who on Xbox One, you know, they like the casuals. You know, they look at commercials and GameStop stores. And
it was a good game.
And then they come to me asking me about Quantum Break because they recognize the dude from fucking X-Men who's like,
well, listen, you know what though?
And I'm like, yo, hold on, wait, quick. I'm like, yo,
listen, you
get it. I don't know, but listen, one last point. Let me just make this one point. Yeah. They asked me, okay, cool. Hey, what are the multiplayer modes? I'm like, it doesn't have a multiplayer mode. They're like, I don't fucking pay for Xbox for non-multiplayer games. I'm not getting it.
Yeah. Listen, and you're right.
Your Xbox Live is a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse. It's probably the best.
It'd be better if they supported it with DLC or maybe a multiplayer. I am from the mind frame that not every guy out there needs multiplayer. I've yet to play the multiplayer on fucking Rise. On the Rome. I just beat the story, and that was it. I don't play the multiplayers on Assassin's Creed and all. I just know the story, and that's it. But that's just
he
me.
puts the C in casual.
You said something really interesting before that I don't think anyone's ever thought of. Because when you said that the thing about exclusives and Nintendo and stuff about the casuals, so basically, do you think casuals don't buy Nintendo?
No. Yeah, this Nintendo, no. The cost. This was what I wanted to ask you guys.
Here we go.
Oh no! I'm gonna get out of here.
No,
the bar is closed in this motherfucker.
You're gonna get this new started.
No, listen.
No Nintendo.
No.
Send that shit to Haiti.
This could be some real shit because everybody thinks that Nintendo is for crazy.
Pass this shit over.
Actually, might not be.
Those motherfuckers, the Obi-Wans, it doesn't speak to the casual. It's not going to get the AAA multiplats. And again, like I said, it's for that price, it's weaker, much weaker than what's on the market right now, with less options. It's nothing but a portable Wii U. And like I said, we've already seen this movie before.
Oh man, you and this crusade on the
is PSN down right now?
Let's go back.
I think PSN is down. I've been getting lots of messages.
With games like Sunset Overdrive, Quantum Break, and stuff like that.
With servers like PSN, is it down right now?
Huh? What'd you say?
Is PSN down right now?
Listen, going back to Xbox.
No.
When you have a platform, what for what?
That you think the Switch is for the casual?
Oh man, we're not talking about that shit now, man.
No, I'm just saying, dude.
Leave that shit alone. Who?
Oh man,
about me?
In this, you see,
man, I ain't worried about no goddamn. Who are you talking to?
But you see what we're doing right here. I get it. I get it.
Snitches get stitches along with the
Switches. But for $300, I mean, hey, listen, I know my man can't make it, so he's getting it for whatever reason. Cool, but that doesn't speak to me. No, I mean, what about you, Livewire? Do you think the Switch speaks to casual?
Don't answer that question, man. Don't say nothing. Everybody stay silent.
Switch is gangster.
I don't give a fuck about Nintendo. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
There you go. Good
that shit put me to sleep, yo.
Me either. I don't care about that price. I've been getting this found out somebody is going to set up the casual, not for $300.
Why are you for people who want to let it go? I mean, we know how you feel about it. There's plenty of other people that feel the same way.
The bottom line is Switch is for the hardcore Nintendo guys that have been waiting for Zelda. It'll do well out the gate, and then that's it. It'll die down. It won't have legs. That's it.
Yeah,
I give two fucks about that system. I have no interest in it. I don't want the graphics. Don't appease me.
Oh, for real?
I could care less about it.
You loved that machine like 2 weeks ago.
No, I never. I was never loving the machine. I simply said that the machine would do well if it was priced right for what it could offer. But
you was like,
since they overpriced it and they didn't put the proper technology in it, I'm no longer for them. Fuck them.
Somebody played the music.
I thought you said over
super dev kids. Them super dev kids.
Yeah.
Well, there's still a rumor circulating that there might be a pro. No, I did see it.
You said they had the flavor.
There might be a pro doc. They said that, but regardless, I could care less. It was a rumor that I reported on. I thought it was interesting. I thought it had the possibility of being true, and I bet wrong. And you know what? I've lost my interest in that system. I think it's fucking overpriced. By the time you get it out the door, you spent over $400 for a system that's probably going to give you enjoyment for about 2-3 months. No,
Are you kidding me? I cannot wait.
It is the Wii. It is the. You know what? You know what? You're going to be playing that in March, and you know what's going to happen? The fucking Scorpio is going to. Well, you're going to get a Scorpio, but whatever. The Scorpio is going to come out in October, November, and you're going to be like, "What the fuck have I been playing?" And you're not going to have any desire to play that fucking Switch.
That is going to be deep.
All jokes aside, besides it being a Japanese console, right? And you know, $300 to me is a lot of goddamn money for something that I may pay for play, you know, once or twice. But what is it about, you know, is it the Mario, like the game? What is it, the art style? That's what I don't understand. Like, what is it?
It's not even about the Mario for me. It's just that Nintendo has some other cool IPs that I really enjoy. I like Donkey Kong. You know, I like Donkey Kong. I love their RPGs. On the 3DS. On the 3DS. And that's all I've been wanting to do because I don't like the 3DS.
Real quick. All right. So, you know, Nintendo has all these IPs, all right? But aren't you afraid, or are you not concerned or thinking about what if this thing don't sell and they treat this like the Wii U? Because the Wii U don't have a Donkey Kong.
I'm not.
Doesn't have a Metro. Doesn't have, you know what I'm saying? So the thing you may want with the Switch, you may not even get if it doesn't sell. You might not get a Donkey Kong.
Here we go. Look, I'm a. You know what? Look, this isn't me trying to hot side anything, but $300 ain't shit to me when it comes to me buying video games. You know what I'm saying? Buying a console that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. If I'm gonna spend almost close to $1,000 for my fucking PC, then what's $300 fucking dollars?
A lot of gamers, man.
Yeah, but you know what? Money's not a thing. You know what? Something has to have fucking value. You know what?
Yeah.
I can afford. Hold on. I can go out there and afford to fucking buy a Porsche. But what the fuck is the value of that?
Okay,
there's no value of it.
Listen. Maybe you can't comprehend what the hell I'm saying to you, but it matters to me. I don't give a fuck what's going on with you or anybody else in the goddamn panel.
Well, I'm gonna say you're gonna live. You're gonna live to regret that moment after you realize that. You're gonna realize that it's nothing new.
I have not bought a Switch. I have not bought a Nintendo product for myself. Now I bought the GameCube for my son. I bought the Wii for my daughter. But you know what I'm saying? But for me, I haven't bought a Nintendo.
You are the perfect. You are the perfect Nintendo mark. But you know what? People like you are few and far between because the general public, the casual, they ain't fucking playing that shit.
Okay, that's fine, but I'm going to be playing, and I'll be playing certain things.
And you need to be successful for them to support it. Because I'm gonna predict the future here.
No,
what's going to happen is that this system is going to turn out
to come out, and that'll be fine with me as well.
This is going to be like the Wii U all over again, and Nintendo's going to be forced to go mobile, and they're just going to start producing mobile games, and that's it.
Listen, I get it.
Just to be correct, man, there's going to be a bar. There's going to be a bar of slippery soap with every purchase. Just
listen to this shade. Look, MVP yesterday was talking real. Last week was talking real intelligent and smart. I don't think he's sleepy tonight. But he was over here. He said that damn bad boy was going to sell like hotcakes. Hey, me and Crap
25 million.
Well, I don't think it's going to sell 25 million, but me and Crap also feels that
Crap is always wrong.
Crap not always wrong. Crap is not always wrong.
What?
Shit.
Crap is always wrong. What do you think he's saying? Don't bet on black. Don't bet against black.
Okay, I bet. You know what? I bet against black, and I sit there. And I told everybody about that damn football game.
I forget all that. But seriously,
Nah, the price point is not going to be of value. Next, come Christmas time, you'll be able to get a PS4 for like $200. You'll be able to get an Xbox One S for $200.
I have that dog shit ass system in my house here.
But for most people, they're going to buy that because it's a better value for them.
Okay.
It's not going to fucking do well apart from the hardcore Nintendo casuals that are left.
Listen, fuck all that. Fuck. I get that. I'm with you, D. My question, you said you haven't owned the Nintendo console in a while, right?
For me, now I bought every last one of them, but I have not. So I'm talking about for me to just sit there and play with it and shit.
So what was your last Nintendo console? The GameCube?
The one that I bought for my the last one that I bought was the Wii for my daughter.
What's it for yourself?
Oh, for myself, it was the 64.
And 64. Okay, so what was the reason why you haven't bought a Nintendo console in so long?
Because it just wasn't interesting. I felt like the same way that you guys thought, that it was just the games were too kiddie. Mario Sunshine, it just wasn't my shit. You know, I was looking at it like, okay.
Now, serious question. Oh, no trolling. So what has changed between now and then?
Because that's been a huge long ass gap, and I remember going back because I got that GameCube in the storage, and I went back and I started playing it, and I was like, you know what, this motherfucker's cool. Plus, I played on some emulators, and I was like, you know what, goddamn, these games were fun as fuck because I never really played them. And it brought me that nostalgia, and you know what, I said, I think about buying the Wii U, but then I realized that I wasn't interested in the Wii U.
I'll give you this, K Mega. You've had a long period beside getting another Nintendo console. So right. I feel you. I hear you. And you know what? I'm not mad at you. Go ahead. That's fine. I can understand why you want to get one. That's fine. But for me, I had a Nintendo 64. I had a GameCube. I had a Wii. I fucking got the Wii U, and I'm just tired of the disappointment. I haven't had that big gap. And they have done nothing over those years to advance themselves to me. I'm just being honest. So for me, and most gamers, that appeal is really gone.
I mean, I understand.
And see, that's hold on. I'm sorry, Nick, but this is all I was gonna say. I understand that, and that's why I can relate to what everybody on the panel feels. If they bought a Wii on down, then they felt burned. I stayed away from
super burnt.
I played it with my daughter, but I knew what this was dog shit. I wasn't interested in that shit. I wanted to play some real fucking games. But then with the Wii U, I looked at it as a gimmick as well.
I get that. And listen, I'm not even trying to put you my brother from another mother. But my question is, what has changed between what they've been doing into now? Like, what has changed?
Oh, I just look. If it comes down to what you're talking about with the power and the graphics,
overall, you said because they haven't changed anything. To be honest with you, it's the same thing.
No, they stayed in their lane. That's why I appreciate it. I'm like, you know what? They're different. I've said this a million times. They're sticking to what they're doing. The only thing that I would want Nintendo to do is to lower their policies and bring out their games and bring out their exclusive games in a timely manner like they used to. If they do that, I'm absolutely cool with it. I don't care about the price. I think the price is reasonable. I don't care about the difference in graphics between the PlayStation and the Xbox and that.
Next gen, you're just gonna have to let this be. I understand how you feel right now. My true story. My little brother, he loves like 600-pound women. And I keep saying, hey, they're 600-pound women, but he loves them, and I can't tell him nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what my boy Hunter say? Big or small, love them all.
Oh, he a chubby chick. The bigger they are, oh my gosh, the hornier he gets, man.
I get that. And listen, I had a show for last week or whatever week. I was interviewing Nintendo guys, and I was just understanding, like, what is it about, because like I said, they haven't changed. That's my issue. I'm done. If you played one Mario, you played them all, and you were just saying RPGs. Like, what RPGs did Nintendo make? Like, I
like Xenoblade. I like Pokemon. I do like that Pokemon game, but it's just the fact that I don't like playing that shit on that. That little shit on that damn on the 3DS. I want to play it on my television.
Yeah, here's the thing with Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't have a lot of studios. You understand? But you're not so like this year.
They depend on third party exclusives.
Yeah.
That's what
No, but what I'm talking about for the first party, they don't have a lot of studios.
No, they don't.
So this whatchamacallit. So this year they'll pump out like 3 or 4 major things, but next year you might only get 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a lot of first party.
You know what? It's okay.
It's first party exclusives every year. They don't have.
But they get a lot of third.
It will be the Wii U all over again. At K Mega, you will feel our pain. You will feel our pain, brother.
Maybe if you're playing the invisible,
you guys know. But
the drought will be real.
But the thing of it is that I'm going in knowing that this is going to be a system that I'm going to play every so often. My Xbox, you know, when they get that piss water ass station in this house, and my PC is what I'm going to be playing. What? Look, let me make this point to you. I know
that's okay, my brother.
No, because me and Next Gen, and it kind of seemed like I made Next Gen sad because what I told him, he was like, he was like, are you
he's like,
serious?
bro,
and I'm not negating that.
Listen, we were talking on Twitter, right? We bust balls going back and forth. Like, this is serious here. Like, what makes you prefer the Switch if these are your words? I'm talking to you now. Over the PlayStation 4, I think that the Switch is a better console.
I didn't say that the Switch was a better console than the PlayStation 4. Now that would make me sound like an absolute fool. It's not better than the PlayStation 4. But I am very, and I mean very disappointed with the PlayStation 4 compared to, because when we talked about the PlayStation 1, I got excited again. That's the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 were fantastic PlayStation systems. That's why I still have love for PlayStation and always will. PlayStation 1 was one of my favorite consoles of all time.
Why
kill it. I love that fucking system.
It had all the games, man.
Everything you wanted. But the fact of it is that the
Multiplats were exclusive back then to the PlayStation.
Right.
Okay.
But it's got nothing to do with the. I'm just looking at how the PlayStation, how they came in, they touted nothing but power, and then they came out with a couple of cool exclusives. I mean, you can't knock some of the exclusives that they have, but it's not the old PlayStation that we know and love. And any true PlayStation fan knows that I'm telling the truth. And I'm telling this from the bottom of my heart. It's a disappointment to see how far Sony has fallen off. And I understand that financially that they can't do what they used to, and they got different management. But instead of spending all your money on making the Pro and making PlayStation VR, you could have put that money towards smaller AA titles, or for just a couple, major big titles that we all know and love, something to bring back. That's all I'm saying. I mean, come on. We should not be waiting no fucking 4 years to get God of War. 4 to 5, that's ridiculous.
All right, let me answer this.
Listen,
hold up. The Pony and me got to rebuttal that. All right. I guarantee when this is on, the PlayStation 4 is going to be one of the top PlayStation consoles. Definitely going to be better than the PlayStation 3. I already see that now. Now, you saying we shouldn't have waited 3 or 4 years for God of War when that was the exact same scenario for the PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 came out in 2006. God of War didn't come out in 2010. 4 years. All right. Yeah. PlayStation 3's first 2 years was terrible.
Well, I didn't buy the PlayStation 3 day one.
That's what I'm saying. It was terrible the first. It was terrible. You got Resistance, Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which is a remaster of fucking Ninja Gaiden Black. Heavenly Sword, which was a cool game, but it wasn't a big system seller. And that motherfucker was $600.
I love Resistance.
I got that day one. Resistance was sucker. I was.
And PlayStation 3 ended up great. But you're talking after 7 total years of being on a console industry. It took a long time for PlayStation 3 to catch its steam. You know what I'm saying? It took like almost 4 years for finally to put out the games that you want. Like the Demon Souls, which started the whole Dark Souls craze. Uncharted 2 didn't come out till like 2009. God of War came out in 2010. Infamous came out in 2009.
I thought Demon Souls came out on the original Xbox.
No, it was exclusive to PlayStation. And that game came out in 2009. Most of the big games a lot of people talk about was 4 years after the console launch. His first 3 years was terrible. Motherfuckers were like, this bitch got no games. It's a movie player.
Well, you can absolutely, that might be true. Like I said, I was definitely a late adopter. I wasn't paying $600 for the PlayStation. That was absolutely, and then it's kind of like the same scenario of what you look at for this generation between the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. That $100, especially us coming out of a recession, was major. And
you didn't get the Xbox Day One?
Oh yeah, I got a day one, but it cost. Yeah, I caught hell. Why are you spending this much money for this motherfucker?
Oh, okay.
You know, yeah. So I like.
I apologize. Yeah. I had you paid all wrong. I thought you were saying the Switch was better than the goddamn.
No. I just said I'm so disappointed. I'm getting the Switch because it's time for me to get a Nintendo system for myself, and I'm gravitated to what it got me enamored. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for what Nintendo was doing.
Why not the Wii U then? Because basically the same library.
No, that big ass fucking controller turned me off because there was some games with it.
Oh wait, so isn't it that wasn't me. The same thing? Huh? Big ass screen. The two hand. What's the difference?
What are you talking about for the Switch?
Same 6-inch goddamn tablet.
Oh, it's different, just portable. You can take that thing. You can take that big ass thing in a car with you and go somewhere, or hook up on it might be the same. So
I'll agree. I'll agree with K-Mega though. Yeah, but it's a lot more appealing, and from what I hear, it feels really good in the hands.
Yeah, I know.
It's a Wii U Pro, but my problem is not the system. The system is fine. My problem with the system is the fucking price. I don't think it's worth the price. I think it was for $200. Fucking go all out. Go grab it. I'd probably pick it up.
The price, like I told you, D, is that you're paying for all that plastic, the dock, this and that. You know what I mean? If you're not paying for this, what's in the
hardware.
Like I told you before, you guys.
Yeah, well, you know what? Those
and all that stuff like that.
Everybody knocks those little controllers that they are, but those things are very high tech. I think those things are a lot more capable of doing things that we've never seen with motion controls.
Bro, that motion control thing has came and went. Nobody doing no goddamn.
You know what? I beg to differ. It's
Game ain't gonna be milking cows and shit.
I'm not gonna fuck with that milking cow game.
Hey, hold on.
You gotta
I will say this. The Nintendo Pro controllers have sold out on Amazon in 15 minutes.
Yeah, because nobody wants to put
the other shit.
Exactly. And that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I thought I could get a Switch day one, but it was already sold out. So
you'll get it. You'll get it.
No, I was trying to get. I told the old lady to go and get it for me, and then she.
But they're not sold out by me.
Like, well, I told her to go pre-order.
Hey, listen, let me know if you want one. I can get one out by me.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah.
This is the thing here. You work a job, you do construction, whatever, you concrete or something, right?
Right.
You work 8 hours a day. You're not coming around the house flapping your arms like that whole.
I didn't say I'm gonna be flapping my arms. I'm just gonna be playing it. I'll play Zelda. I'll play Splatoon. I'll play the RPGs that I'll say. I'll play Persona.
RPG? What the hell is this? What RPG we talking about?
They were showing.
Yeah, they got Nintendo has some of the largest RPGs of all time.
But they're
I am Setsuna's dropping on day one.
The Saga and all that old games.
Oh, that's fine. I don't know. Look, I haven't played those games in forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Or if I haven't played them.
PlayStation. That's what I'm trying to say.
We'll see. Okay.
There's a lot, bro.
There's a lot of PlayStation games that PlayStation I don't even think got. That's RPGs.
You got Monster Hunter, you got Bravely Default. I mean, you got a lot of games, man.
Like Dragon Quest 10 and 11, those are out.
Those are. I can get those on my PC. Those games are on the PC right now.
Those are not. Here's the thing.
I'm just waiting for the price to go down for Dragon Quest. Oh, and also Tales of Vesperia is on fucking. I seen it the other day, and I was going to cop it, but I'm like, shit. In another week it'll drop probably another $10, and then I'll go ahead and cop it. And it'll be like about $25.
Now listen, this is what I was going to do, but you, my brother, I ain't going to do it you like that. Listen, this is what I'm going to do. Right? We know we always go back and forth, right? And we talk about Sony's anti-consumerism, right?
Right.
All right. And that's one of your things you had about against Sony.
Yeah.
And if you think about this, and again, I had this whole video that I was doing. I had my shit, but Nintendo was the worst of them all when it comes to anti-consumerism.
Yep.
Those same old games that you're talking about, you get to play that you bought on your Wii in the virtual store. That you had to rebuy again for the Wii U. And if you bought them on the Wii, you have to rebuy them again for the goddamn Switch. You know what I mean? And what I'm, you know what I mean? What you talking about anti? I hear.
No, and that shit ain't right. That shit ain't right. But see, I've never bought it, so I've never bought those games.
No. I'm just saying, not you, but per se, you just talk about anti-consumerism in the whole. And the reason why I feel so firm, you know, I buy every goddamn thing, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, but what I'm saying is by me going out and supporting this is saying that, you know,
it's okay.
Yeah, maybe as I'm getting older, I feel like more I'm complaining about, you know, maybe it may not affect me directly. Can I afford $300? Yes, that many times over, okay? But the fact that here, Mom, me giving them my $300, I'm saying it's okay, Nintendo, to put your voice chat on a fucking app, a page. You know what I mean? I just like, you know what I mean? Or it's like we talking about in 2017. I'm not asking. That's what I said. It becomes a problem when you have to have a long list of things in order for you to spend your money with a company. It's not going in the right direction. Like we talking about 2017. Why can't I fucking have YouTube and put my shit on? And you know what I mean? I just can't go.
I'm not worried about that though. I'm not worried. Now the part where you're talking about their policies and about how they about their non-consumerism. You know what? Look, I'll be right there behind you to bash their ass.
You can't.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
You can't live stream. You can't.
Okay. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like I'll support what your cause is, even if I do buy I am going to buy the Switch. You know what I'm saying? If they do the shit like they've been doing with their policies, and it's not being a consumer, it's not being a good consumer. I mean, not treating consumers right.
They're not budging on that. I was looking at that. That's what it is. There is no live streaming. They said that this is for Reggie, that they feel like, you know, I mean, they don't want gamers to ruin the experience for other gamers. That's
the thing right there that I'm not mad at. If they don't want people to live stream, like if they got an Elgato and they can hook up the Elgato to their Switch and then like Nintendo takes away their content, that's what I'm talking about that I won't tolerate. You know what I'm saying? That's the things that I'll stand up for, because those are the things that I can't stand.
There is none, though.
That's what they're gonna do, though, unless you're part of the Nintendo partnership.
Now hold on. Now Nintendo does this. Now Nintendo comes out with this. Hold on, wait. Let me just say, if Nintendo comes with the Switch and then they got no ports or anything where you can hook up an Elgato or anything like that, I'm not going to trip on that, because they're making it clear that they just want you to play this system as a primary system and enjoy it. That's it. They've said that from the get. Now, if there's something to where they want to add they want to charge you for something so you can hook up your Elgato or something like that, well, then I'll raise hell about that.
No, listen, it has
because that's not right.
It has an HDMI hub.
Yeah, Elgato, you mix it to an HDMI.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if they do some shit like that to where you can't hook up your Elgato or something like that. Okay.
But they take your video down.
No, but K-Mega, what it is, even like say you hook up your Elgato, because you're gonna be able to, and you post it on YouTube, Nintendo's gonna claim copyright. They did it to be Shadow.
No. I know they did that, but I'm saying if they continue to keep to those policies, then
they will.
We'll see. We'll see.
Man, that's really stupid.
That's why they have that partnership. They are going. If you're not part of the Nintendo partnership, they're going to take your shit.
Even better.
That holds them back, though. That holds them back because less people are being exposed to them. That's really stupid.
That definitely holds them back. I understand them doing that from doing that with the Wii U, which was absolutely stupid. Which was another reason why I stayed away from it. But for them to want to take, for them not wanting people to see their content on, with the masses, then that's
people. We might be able to save K-Mega after all.
No, listen, it's not an if. This is what I'm saying, brother. You being a content creator, right? Whether how big or small we are, it's not an if. It's something that they don't allow. And if you do, or if you are allowed to upload, just say there's no streaming whatsoever, no Twitch, whatever. But if you are upload some gameplay in the background on your channel, it has to be on a list of games. And then again, with that, they're going to take over half the fucking money. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is fucking ridiculous. There is no live streaming. They don't allow it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, in good faith, like I said, would it be me have all the products or the consoles on my channel? And I'm like, yeah, have everything, yeah. But I can't just see me just keep giving, and they just refuse to get with the times. You know what I mean? Like, and for a handful of games that I may only fucking buy anyway, This is not worth it. You know what I mean? Like nothing's changed from the Wii U. That's why I say, like, all joking. Like we've seen this movie before. They're not going to get the things that we wanted to change from the Wii U to the fucking the Switch. They have not. You know what I mean? When developers have to go out and make a special port of fucking what do you call this shit? FIFA? Like, you know, developers are not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So
And
like, it is what it is, man.
I gotta say next gen, and another thing that was troubling for me when EA said that they said they're only gonna produce that game for the Switch, and if the Switch is successful, then they'll think about further support. That's fucking troubling.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're not going to get the, you know, I don't know. But
we'll see. We'll see. We're boring the shit out of people with this conversation.
Yes.
I'm about ready to eat my motherfucking dinner and then jump up on this motherfucking on this Xbox and act a fool with Livewire and 100 and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Livewire, what's up with that 2K? I get a rematch right now?
You want a rematch right now? All right. That's
all right. Boy, you want to get your ass whooped?
I got a brand new Xbox, man.
Hey, K Mega, we still doing game night tomorrow?
Hell yeah, we doing game night tomorrow. Hey, yeah, let me do some advertising in this bitch. Hey,
what's going on with the Tekken though? Hey, the Tekken.
That's what I was going to say.
If you suffer from diarrhea, amnesia. No.
Yeah. Anyway, next week, tomorrow night we got this is something that we have. It's the GRG game night. It's Gamers Recognize Gamers. It's a part of what I'm finna start having my own podcast popping off. You know, I got to stay consistent with those 12-hour podcasts. You know what I'm saying? So we have a game night every Friday night, and the winner looks like it's Gears of War 4. And then also, man, I got the Battlefield 1. I got the Battlefield 1 server up. You know what I'm saying? If anybody definitely wants to know if they want to jump in on my server, please do, because it's empty right now. I need some people to hop up in that bitch and start playing some Battlefield 1. So hit me up at at KMega4, boom, and then I'll let you know where to go. So that's it. And next week though, next gen is what I told you. Next, and then you can jump into this too. Shit, it's gonna be fight night. GRG fight night, to where we're gonna be playing some fighting games in this bitch. We're gonna play some Tekken, some Mortal Kombat.
I am sponsoring, so if whoever wins the most kills in Gears of War, you will get a.
But what's GRG?
It's Gamers Recognize Gamers. It's my new podcast that I got coming out. It's gonna be next Friday, baby, February 3rd.
Hey,
how much is Tekken on the Xbox One?
Tekken 6.
Yeah. 6 and Tekken Tag 2.
I got Tekken 6 for free because I already had it digital, and then I got Tekken Tag for free.
But one of them just made backwards compatible.
Yeah, they're both backwards compatible.
And what the hell is that?
I think it's one is like $9.99 and the other one's like $14.99.
All right, so which one are y'all playing? Because I can buy it.
Shit. We play Tekken Tag, bitch ass nigga.
We can play Tekken Tag. Whatever.
Whoever gets the most kills in Gears of War 4, I'm donating a tall can of St. Ives. And a pack of Newports and a big lighter.
Yo, since we're doing shoutouts, I gotta like fly out of here. Sorry guys. Yeah. I just want to say I put a couple videos up.
Scratching the wall again. Go.
I put a couple videos up dissecting what Digital Foundry said about the Xbox One specs. I also did a video on Dealer's channel, and last night, I put up a Let's Play of Resident Evil 7, the first 30 minutes, and I have to say that game is fire. That game is terrifying. Play it in the dark, late in the night.
Wait, are you playing in VR?
You played in VR?
You know what? I don't have the balls yet to play VR because I want to know kind of what's coming. So I'm going through it the normal way. But I think tomorrow night I'm gonna put the VR. No man, that game is the truth, man.
That game was fun. I already beat it.
Really? Is it? Because I was like, I see the trailer and I said, "Damn, this shit looks really good."
What you do is you put the PSVR on the goat's head and see how he react to it. And then
but in real talk, I can't wait to try the VR. Like I said, I'm probably gonna try it tomorrow with it on. The game is a
really
solid
good
game.
Things about that game.
Get it. Yeah, it's a good game. All right, sorry guys, I gotta fly out of here, man. Thanks for having me on. I'll see you guys next week.
All right, peace, man. Take care of your pellet.
Peace, brother.
All right.
Quick question for y'all. What do y'all think about Square Enix getting a contract with Marvel?
Oh yeah.
It should be alright.
I can't
that won't be exclusive.
For what, the Avengers?
Yeah. No, they're starting. That's the first game. It's supposed to be.
Wait. Do you guys think it's gonna be a return to Marvel Alliance? That type of thing?
No, I think no. I think
no. I hope it's a game. You know what? It's a game, and I hope that it's a actual good game. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a puzzle fighter.
No, but it's the people who made it's the developers. They both. It's a joint op. It's a joint.
Crystal Dynamics
and Eidos. The two people. You know, those who made Deus Ex and
Tomb Raider.
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Those are AAA developers.
It might be fire, and it
might be fire.
Well,
you know what? Well, know what?
Marvel ain't gonna be playing around.
Well,
that's the first of many.
Let's go back and think about those single, those hero titles that came out, like the Thor game and that trash.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. If you look at those games, look at the developer who made them. The last superhero game that we got from a AAA developer was Triarch, and that was Spider-Man on the PS2. When they first made that one, and that shit was fire. But ever since then, they hand these IPs over to fucking low budget studios because they're trying to sell it off the name.
Let's not forget.
Well, Rocksteady knocked it out the park with motherfucking Batman.
If you put those games behind a AAA studio, look at Batman, Arkham Knight.
Hey, but let's not forget X-Men Destiny.
Oh yeah, that was god awful.
God awful, man.
You know what? Games back in those days were kind of like movies in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could you experience them and you might laugh and have a good time with it, but then when you go back and try to play those games again, they're cringeworthy. So developers do. There's one thing I can say about this generation is that developers do take a little bit more time on making these games, other than No Man's Sky, but but they are doing a lot better than what they used to, and because there's not that many games that's out there, so they're being more in the spotlight.
I would say Rocksteady set the trend. Like if you're gonna do a superhero game,
do it right. Yeah, do it.
I'm glad Sony went with Insomniac.
Well, let's say that's Spider-Man.
I have to put his jab in there.
I think that Spider-Man looks awesome though.
They chose a good.
What do you guys think of Injustice?
Oh man, day one,
that shit looks fire.
The $100 pack, I cannot wait.
I'm gonna have to get the $100.
Oh, hey, next gen. You see what
I'm gonna need to get some baking soda. I gotta get on that corner quick, bro.
Hey, next gen, did you see that I bought that Tekken? That Tekken.
The collector.
The collectors. I'm so excited, man. Tekken.
Did you guys see all the customization options for the characters in Injustice? Like it's really your own fighter, man. It's really, and even if you don't want to play, with the attributes attached, you can still have the gear available. You know what I mean? So that's cool.
Yeah. So.
Is anybody in the beta right now?
I saw 100 playing the beta. I was jealous to them. That
nigga don't deserve to be on the fucking beta.
I was pissed off. I said, man, I'm just going to fucking bed so I can go to work. I ain't gonna talk to this motherfucker. How the fuck he go? Hey man, listen to this shit. How you play this, man? What the fuck, man? How the fuck you playing this shit? Well, I want to go to LA and jack his ass. I want to play that shit. I didn't get my motherfucking beta code. I was salty. I was real salty.
Instead of giving that nigga a beta code, they should have gave him a beta fish, man. Fuck that. Shit, watch them fight each other. Shit.
Yeah, for real.
You don't deserve no. Shit. Let me shut up. He just retweeted me. Let me shut up. Hold on.
Oh shit. All right.
Let me just say something quick. Let me say something quick.
Go ahead.
Yo, this goes out to the biters in the community. Like, fam, stop copying my videos, please, fam. Stop copying my videos, please, fam. Like, you tried to be smart and block it in my country, yeah, but people told me and stuff like that. They're doing the music videos and stuff like and editing it with the game footage and stuff, fam. You bit that for me. Don't do that shit, fam. Like, stop doing it, fam. Stop. This is the reason why I don't fuck with you. Stop doing that shit. And second of all, shout outs to that free card for uploading videos and setting off my notifications at 3 a.m. in the morning. Stop that shit.
Hey, yeah, you know what? That little creepy dude, man, Bond, man, that's when he be hitting you up. It's real late at night and shit. Hey, with your bald head like skin. What the fuck? What's wrong with
shit,
you, bro?
K-Mega, you got a secret admirer.
I said, man, what you do? Your inaccuracies with your bald head. I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker.
Hey, Mr. Packy
Hey, nigga, we gonna put down them white women for you.
Oh,
hey,
shit.
Nah. You know they put them on that gay website. Their profiles from like 5 years ago, man. That shit
That's what I'm saying.
man.
Dylan explained that. He's got some explaining to do. Like,
no, that
Hey, man,
creepy motherfucker, man. No,
man,
let him do what he want to do.
2016. He's an undercover brother. Let him live.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, if he's a tinky winky, then let his ass be a tinky winky. I'm not worried about it. Just
you know what, killers though. This is what I don't be understanding. And I, you know, I don't fuck with the nigga Bond, but who the fuck be having the time to go back and find, like they caught Dr. Trey. I didn't even know IGN had gay forums. Leave us some gay messages on the IG. And Dr. Trey, somebody hacked his account 9 years ago. Like, anybody know who the fuck Dr. Trey was 9-10 years ago? I said this shit is wild here,
damn, man.
They never trust a nigga with a 5 o'clock shadow on his head, man. That's what I'm saying, man.
He said,
all you have to do to Black Bond is show him his hammock, and then he'll go away.
No. Hey.
But I don't know. But listen, thank you guys for rocking out with us. Get the hell up out of here. I missed my newest. I got to go back, man. And please pray for my brother K-Mega. Pray for him, man. They will give up on him. You know what I mean? Say no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Hey, K-Mega, your return policy on that receipt gonna say touch your toes, bitch.
Is that what it's gonna say? Y'all fools, man. I can't.